Welcome back. This is Fantastic Pains and How We Hide Them. I'm not Chris.
And I'm not Karina.
But we're here together.
As usual.
For fun times.
And shenanigans.
But we have guests who are neither Chris nor Karina. In fact.
Nope.
Adjacently related.
Adjacently related.
Chris and Karina adjacent.
In the law.
In the law. So introduce yourselves.
I'm Ben. I am sibling to both Chris and Karina.
Yes.
And a zebra.
And
Yes.
a zebra. Yeah.
And then
Hello, I'm Star. I am also Zebra.
zebra. She is zebra too.
Zebras.
Zebra part 2. Feel like glue.
Zebra adjacent.
If you've
then.
been watching for a while, they were on early seasons.
Yeah.
I think
Earlier.
season
Yes.
2.
in the
Yes, we were.
before times.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
they're back.
Yeah. But if this is your very first time joining us, welcome to the show. It's sibling time, so it's going to be chaos,
Yep.
but it'll be a fun time for everybody. As I've stated, this is our sibling duo, usually, podcast/YouTube channel about life with chronic and invisible conditions, both mental and emotional.
I'm mental and she's emotional.
Yo. Where can they find us?
You can find us on everything. YouTube, Spotify, Audible, Google
Just
until
Google
it doesn't exist.
Just Google it.
Google Fantastic
I don't know.
Pains.
Just Google it.
Podbean, and then some other sites, some of the smaller podcasting sites.
Yeah. But we recommend you watch on YouTube because that's where the funnies are.
Yeah.
There's a lot of expressive nonsense that goes on. And for you to be in on the jokes, it's much more fun to be on
Agreed.
YouTube.
Yeah. Oh, and Yeti's here.
Oh, yes.
Yeah.
A wild
Yeti.
Yeti.
Hello, everybody.
Indeed.
Hello.
Yeti
So,
Part 2.
Right? Yeti Part 2.
The Yetining.
That reminds me, you can also join the fun via Discord. And if you don't want to join the fun, that's okay. But Discord is a wonderful place. You should go check it out. We're filled with really lovely, wonderful people whom we can't say nice enough things about ever.
Fact.
So, with that, is that it?
Yeah.
That's it? Cool. All right. With that, it is time for the weekly recap.
Check in.
Woohoo! You want to go first?
Yeah, I'll go first.
Okay.
I was sick at the beginning of the week. I caught the vid,
Yes.
the tail end of it.
Yeah,
Like it was, our grandfather brought it in.
Mm-hmm.
He went out west or out east, and then he came back. He's like, I have COVID, and then we're like, stay in
Thanks
your
for
basement.
sharing.
Stay in your basement. He came upstairs, was like, it's actually COVID. And the
And then
one
he
time he came up,
licked
got
everyone.
Jen. Yeah, Jen got sick from the one time he came up, and then passed it on to me, and yeah.
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 Well, and then my husband got COVID this week also.
Yeah, you did. You had COVID.
Yeah, you had
But the way you have COVID, we're like, nothing happened.
Yeah, he had
Anyway.
like I'm kind of tired. And that was it.
I love that.
I was like, oh my God.
Anytime I hear Randy's sick, I'm just like, oh, he had a nap?
Unless it's a cold. If it's a common cold, he's dead.
Oh,
Yep.
that's
Yeah.
messed up. Okay.
It's
Weird.
called the man flu.
I don't know.
The man flu.
But yeah,
the
God
common
forbid
cold.
he has to like throw up. Well,
So yeah, I slept a lot in the beginning of the week, and then I hung out with the kids a bunch.
yup.
We finished all of Saw last week. And there's another horror film we were watching. Oh, we did some of Texas Chainsaw Massacre.
Oh, nice.
Ren really
Okay.
really loved that.
I've never watched any of
The
them.
new one
Me
or the
either.
old one?
The old one.
Ooh.
We watched the original,
Nice.
and then we watched something else that we weren't into. It was like, you know what I mean?
Oh yeah, I tried the Nun too. Was that what the one?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I couldn't get into it.
Yeah.
I
Talk
tried.
to Me is really, really good.
Talk to Me is
Talk to
really
me?
good.
Where is it at?
Theaters.
Oh.
It might be out on piracy sites too.
Yeah,
we don't
it's-
use
It's
those.
an indie film, so I wouldn't be surprised if it's already migrated out of
Yeah.
theaters into other spaces. But Talk to Me.
Talk
is
to Me, okay.
Really,
It's
really,
really
good.
good.
If I can get my
Nice.
hands on that, I'll watch it.
I'm
for
always
sure.
looking
It's
for
one of those you have
good
to
horror.
watch it like 2 or 3
Let me
times.
know if you find it.
Okay. Yeah,
If
yeah.
you find
Oh,
it,
I
we're
have
gonna
a
have
whole
a party.
list. If you're looking for good horror, I have a whole list. I asked
Nice.
all of my coworkers.
Beautiful. We're gonna
yeah.
have to chat later.
But yeah, that was my week. We did the live yesterday, which was really fun.
Yes.
We
that
had a
was
lot of
really
fun people in.
Oh, on Tuesday.
Oh yeah, we did our doggo stream
Yeah.
where we premiered the sitting arrangement.
Yeah.
We did all
Yes.
sorts of things. We had a green screen.
Mhm.
There was confetti. We had cake. Doggo was there. There was
Lots of other people were there.
Trapeze artists. It was amazing. You guys missed
It rained money for a second there.
Remember that?
Wow, that
But then
was
it all
amazing.
disappeared. It was really lame.
Yeah, it was a hallucination, and that tends to
Mass
happen,
hallucination.
So,
Yeah.
you know, I don't know.
But yeah, it was a good stream. It was really
Yeah.
good. We walked
did
away
it
from that
for-
going, that was awesome.
It was so much fun. We had a really, really good time.
Yeah.
And so much so that I wasn't like, I did this in the middle of the week, and now
Yeah.
it seems like Friday, and it's not Friday.
I thought you were going to die.
I know. I was like, I might die. But it was really fun. I had a
Mhm.
really good time. It was good stuff.
Yeah, that was my week.
Yeah.
You had drama, but
I had insanity just from day one. Like, back at work, boom, it's insane. Here, have craziness.
yeah.
Good luck. Bye.
All week.
All week. And then I got, I had like, my guts hurt so unbelievably friggin' bad.
Yeah.
And I say my guts, but it's not my guts. It's like muscles and trigger points in my abdomen.
Yeah.
And they hurt so unbelievably bad that
Do you
I
get that
can't
bug?
eat.
Because I think a lot of it comes from sailing. Because
And all the
there's a lot of
shredding
scar
we did.
tissue that she has in her abdomen.
Yeah.
Yep.
And I'm thinking, like, I too have that. And
Yeah.
it's got to be from, like, hiking out and
Yeah.
overexerting.
Right.
I have a lot of muscular scar tissue in my sternum where
Mm.
I have like a weird wet pop every morning.
Yeah.
where I'll just stretch my shoulder
Wet
out
pop.
and
It opens up. Yeah, I used to get that
Yeah.
all the time.
Mhm.
You have to go like that and then.
Oh yeah, where it's like you pry it apart almost.
Mm-hmm.
Like you can definitely feel the like fascia popping apart.
Yeah.
Yeah. But I'm working with my massage therapist, but it's once a month, and so this last time he worked on it, and like we got really good work done, but so much so that my body wasn't numbing it out anymore,
Oh, yeah.
and so I've just been in a lot of pain, like a lot of pain. And so I didn't eat for like 2 days
Nope.
straight. Like I didn't eat anything for 2 days straight. And then I ate, and either I caught whatever yuck bug was going around, or my body was just like, haha, you ate and this is payback, and
I
we're
feel it
gonna
was a betrayal.
purge.
Your body was
Yeah.
just like, oh.
So I think it was just miserable. So I think I had like an emptying problem, and then my body was like, get everything out. And so I was really sick on Thursday.
Mhm.
And then, yeah, we did stuff yesterday, and I had therapy. And we're still at the point where we're like, no, you're not understanding what I'm saying.
She'll come around.
Yeah.
It's
We'll
like
get there.
it comes in waves, right?
Mhm.
Like she'll push it for a while, and then she's like, "Oh no, I guess it really is already
Right.
been."
I'm
dealt
like,
with
no, I
and
really have
processed."
like dived into all the things. Thank you. But yeah, no, it wasn't like a horrible week. It was just a really, really long, really intense week.
Yeah.
It was fun. But yeah, so we're gonna check in with you guys. How have you been since last we saw you? It's
Yeah,
been a
I want a
while.
thorough breakdown, day by day, of everything we missed
For the last like 2
5
years.
seasons.
for 2 years. Yes.
That's
No, you
not-
don't have to go that far.
No, just like how
I
have
can
you
do
been?
last week.
What's going on?
Oh God.
Well, we just got back from our 5-year anniversary. So
Woohoo!
Nice.
Congratulations.
that was lots of fun.
That was also fun. Got very good massages. Woke
Mhm.
up the next day, falling apart.
Yep.
Yep.
Which was pretty
It's great in the
intense.
moment. The next morning, you're just like, ow, everything doesn't want to stay in place. So
It's like a physical hangover.
Yeah.
And,
Kind
like,
of, yeah.
Mhm.
But yeah, pretty chill on that front.
Mhm.
Went to
Work
Manitou
sucks.
Springs, so the water up there is fantastic. So
Nice.
spent a lot of time just being in water and just enjoying the whole like town and getting really good
Awesome.
food and really good drinks. And
Yeah. You
True,
did
true.
it up.
I did.
You did it proper.
Had a good last week.
Hmm.
Not looking forward to the next week.
No,
of going
returning to
back
work.
life,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Going to work, dealing with all of that shenanigans. It's rough.
Yep.
Yeah. No. Like listening to Bug talk about it, even like what 3 weeks ago. Oh my God.
Like the whole move with your work was just.
Oh
Yeah.
my God, I had to move
Psychotic.
my work.
Yeah.
And the CEO asked me to get on my hands and knees and scrub the floor. And I
Pardon?
almost walked out in that moment.
Yeah.
But I really need a job, and nowhere else is hiring me. And I've been applying places, but like, no one's actually hiring.
You're like, no, thank you.
Yeah. Like,
I
you
did
don't do
tell them
enough.
no.
Like they
I
had
did
a
tell them
Swiffer,
no,
they just
but,
didn't
like,
have the pad. So instead
yeah.
of being like, "Here's $20, go to Target up the street and
Right,
buy
and get
pads
the
for this,
pad."
and then we can clean the floors." No, just here's a sponge, clean the floors.
I'm sorry.
It's
Sorry,
pretty bad.
dog. No,
Yeah.
Wow.
not for sub $20 an hour.
And now we had a meeting
Jesus.
that was a mandatory meeting that was scheduled during my approved time off, which, by the way, was approved 5 months ago.
Of course.
And I didn't go to the meeting because I'm not going to a meeting during my paid time off.
Yeah, no.
Mhm.
And apparently the entire gist of the meeting was that they're going to be more strict on our department.
Just what you need.
so I'm like,
For why?
Oh, cool.
Because they were being mean to management.
Yeah.
Don't you love that? Oh no,
So you're
abusing
doing it
management.
right.
Yeah, apparently.
Be
also,
mean to
though, I do
management.
think like some of the other people in the department are kind of questionable.
Mm.
And I wonder if that's part of it. But
Yeah.
yeah. So.
That's the worst, though, when you're like, you have to pay for other people's
Mm-hmm.
lack of ability to do their jobs.
Literally. Yeah. It's rough.
Icky.
So. Who knows?
How have you been physically?
Mm.
Yeah.
I know, I'm like, it's zebra time.
Probably very different stomach issues, but stomach issues
Right.
have been like I have not felt right in so long,
Mm.
and definitely my joints feel like they're falling apart. Like this hip, this knee, I can barely walk right now.
Mm-hmm.
So
Yeah, and just emotional
yeah.
state keeps us from the gym a lot of the time. So
Yeah.
Yeah.
we don't
True
get
that.
to do as much of the strength training as we really should be doing. So
we should go to the gym later today.
I fell down the stairs again.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Also again.
I love that.
Again.
I haven't fallen down the stairs in like months because you keep doing
I just
it for
keep
me.
doing it for you. Yeah, I dislocated my hip this week. That was fun.
Uh.
I had used my cane 2 days in a row. And then I was like, I don't want to do this anymore. And then I stopped.
She's skipping over the best part. The best part is that she did that on Halloween. She had to bring her cane in.
Yeah.
And the kids asked her what she was.
Should
Some of
just
the
say
ones that
disabled?
didn't know, like, what my deal is were like, Miss, are you like a granny? I was
Oh
like,
my God,
no,
no.
I'm injured. And they were like, ha 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 ha. And then another kid was like, no, she's actually like hurt. And then the same kid came and found me later, and she was like, Miss, I'm so sorry. And I was like, no, it was funny. You're okay.
I love that.
I'm not offended. Yeah. Yeah.
That's
So
great.
hip issues, I get it.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Fuck hips, dude. They suck.
Mm-hmm. I
Yeah.
think I fucked up the labrum on my left.
I was saying I feel like I tore the one on my
your
right. Yep. Which
So
I don't want to
together-
deal with.
Yeah.
Together you make one person
I think
with really
everyone
bad-
in this room can make one good functioning adult
Yeah,
if we
'cause
really tried.
knees
What do I
Does
have?
anybody
hips
have
bad,
good shoulders, though?
No.
Mine are okay.
Okay,
Oh.
so
They're not
you're gonna be
great.
shoulders.
This
But they're
one,
okay.
Good.
This one is like passable. This one has been so fucked up for like 4 years.
It's time for
Oh.
surgery, bro.
This one
yeah,
eats
probably.
the nerves.
I still don't
This
have a
one will
doctor who
just
will listen.
trap all the
So.
nerves. This one just
Of course.
dislocates all
That's
the
why
time.
Kaiser's the way to go.
I'm working on it.
Because they at least, like, we have a team.
Yeah.
He stole my team, really.
I did. I just walked in and was just like, hi, her care team? Yes, me, please.
Yeah,
I have a carry team.
but they're good. You have an amazing care team. Oh, yeah, you're moving.
Yeah,
You
I'm
are?
moving up.
His
No,
clinic's
I'm not.
moving.
My
His-
clinic is moving.
Yeah,
Yeah,
his clinic's
they're
moving.
they're moving up though. They're expanding. So they're doing so well. They're moving into Swedish.
Yeah.
Nice.
Like they're
Just
getting into the Swedish building
amazing.
in
They're
the
moving
new
to
building.
Sweden? No, I'm
I
sorry.
have to go all the way to Sweden now for my pain
Iceland?
management.
Iceland again.
Oh, yeah,
Sorry.
sippy cups.
Oh, God. Okay. All right.
Not the sippy cup.
Jesus.
You got to go to the lives, guys. I'm telling you, you're missing out.
It's a madhouse.
Yeah, they're moving and they're really excited.
Yeah.
Yay.
And
Good
it's a
stuff.
good clinic. It's like these guys are amazing.
And they work as a team
They do, yeah.
instead of like all battling each other over diagnoses. And
Oh yeah,
treatments
they're
and
not
all
trying to
of
one
that.
up each other or
Yeah.
whatever. So like, I normally see one lady and she's amazing. Like I went in and I explained everything. She's like, "You've been through a lot. You know, you don't have to prove to me that you know what you're doing." So I was like, "Yeah, no, I'm literally doing everything she would suggest I do anyways."
Yeah.
Because I'm doing mental, physical, like
Yep.
everything's in balance.
Yeah.
But then I saw the one of her coworkers, and she was really sweet. She the only thing she did was like, "Do you know that these can make you drowsy?"
so
like
cute.
the combination of things. She's
Yeah.
like, you're taking baclofen and you're taking Percocet
Yeah.
and you're taking.
Baclofen doesn't make me drowsy.
No,
at
I don't get
all.
drowsy from it
I'm
at
really
all.
tired of baclofen, actually.
I like
I
it,
would like to be off of it.
but only because it fixes my back.
yeah,
It's the
'Cause that's
only
what it's
muscle
for.
relaxer that works on my back.
that's what it's for.
Yeah, it's just she was really sweet. And then she was like, "Do you have a Narcan?"
Yeah.
She's like, she didn't want to say it.
Yeah.
She was like, "Do you have
She didn't want
do
to
you
be
have
like
Narcan?
accusatory.
No, she wanted to make sure we're safe. Like
Yeah.
we have two,
Yeah.
always
Mhm.
on hand. So like,
Yes.
you know, because you never know if someone could get into it or a pet gets into it, or
Exactly.
because you can use it on animals.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
You know, I keep a Narcan in my bug out bag.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Where it's just
Exactly.
like,
You
I
never
don't
know.
ever want to need it.
Right.
But you
Well,
don't ever not want to have it.
There
when
have
you
been
need it.
times where, like, if I had it out in public, I would have had to use it.
Mhm.
They're like, it's always good to have. So
It was
if you
just-
can get Narcan.
It was
do
just
that.
adorable that she like
Yeah.
broached it. She's like, "Oh, it's
didn't
like
wanna
no, I
offend
have plenty. Don't worry." And it's up
cute.
to date,
Yeah.
Yay, not expired.
right?
Fucking EpiPens.
Oh god.
I've got two of them. One that lives at work and one that lives in my bag.
Yep.
Yeah.
She's got the gear.
So expensive.
So what are we talking
Good.
about today?
Oh, we skipped bugs.
Bug, you don't
Yeah,
matter. I'm
'Cause
sorry.
we've bounced.
How
back
is
and
how
forth.
is your life?
Yeah, how are you doing?
It's pretty good actually. I'm currently going through EMDR, which is
Yes, that's awesome.
destabilizing as fuck. But
Yeah.
It's good though, right?
overall, yeah,
It's
no.
deconstructory.
There's a lot of emotional work going on where it's reprogramming the way that I'm looking at the world.
Yeah.
Based on various events and self beliefs, and it's
exhausting.
very much so. Like,
Yeah.
I schedule it for the end of the day
Good.
pretty much every time because I'm
So
like,
that you can be done afterwards.
yeah, it's that, and then it's either I go to dinner or I'm just like, just bring me food. I'm done.
Yeah. my guy used to he's like, you need to go and get a milkshake and then take a nap. I'm like, okay.
Yeah.
But yeah,
That's
I'm
good.
doing mine digitally, so
Oh, nice.
it's just following the dot on the screen. And so for a minute I was doing it on my phone, and I was like, this screen is way too small.
Right. You
Yeah.
can't
So now I
give
just have
the-
to bring my laptop. So
Yeah.
My laptop.
I did it with the with the little pods that vibrate in your
Oh,
hand,
yeah.
and I liked that because you could go like different speeds. Because I like it pretty quickly, or like pretty fast. But you can do it in so many different ways. Like I've seen people do it with the light that goes in like a halo.
Yeah. Well, and you just have to be receptive to it is the
Yeah.
big thing.
Yeah.
Right? Like,
Well, and I used to say that it's like hacking your brain.
yeah.
It's literally you get to hack your brain. It's really cool.
because the first handful of sessions was getting used to the speed of the dot and him figuring out like how many repetitions does it take
Yeah.
to get to a certain state of mind, how fast do they need to be going, and then building the happy place.
Yeah.
So you've got a stable place where you can just be like, I'm having a traumatic moment. I just need to retreat to a space where I feel fine. So I had the idea of a happy place where
Yeah.
it's just like, I thought I knew what it was.
No, but then you had to make your own. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, no, it was really cool to just have that just emerge out of nowhere, just be like, oh yeah, no, actually,
Sick.
I used
it's
to
completely
use,
different than I thought it was,
yeah.
but it's really nice.
I used to use the chiming of, when the boat would rock and it would hit on the
Yeah, the
mast.
halyard.
Yeah. That was my like bring me back to the happy place, because that was always like that's a sound I recognize out of anywhere.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. No,
Yep.
EMDR is really cool. Really
It's
exhausting.
intense, but it's cool.
yeah.
He spent a lot of time really hammering home. It's not necessarily a recall word, but just steady is my rock word, where whenever I'm like super out of it,
Yeah.
Mm.
I can just find a moment and just be like, steady, and it just lassos me right back to the
Awesome.
happy place. So
That's really cool.
that was a really nice skill to have.
Heck yeah.
But other than that, it's just been, waiting for my joints
EDS.
to fall apart even more for them to put them back, because
Yeah.
you're too young for surgery. That's kind of your last resort. And I'm like,
Oh,
I've done everything else.
wait.
Please.
Just knees or other things?
They won't do my shoulder or my hip.
The shoulder?
What?
Dude,
Who?
they'll touch shoulders super young.
Who won't do your shoulder?
Dr. P,
No, you need McGowan and then you need Con.
McGowan, and Kong. Okay.
Yeah, Kong. Sorry.
Kong.
Yeah. Yeah, because like
Oh.
shoulders aren't one that they're afraid to, because they can retouch your
No.
shoulders over and over and over.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, and that's ridiculous because That's ridiculous.
Like I get knees,
I was
but
like, I was about that
X-rayed
age.
it, and they were just like, we don't see
It's
anything
not
wrong.
the
And I was
X-ray.
like, no,
You-
you
they
need
didn't
a CAT
do
You
scan.
soft
literally have
tissue.
to do-
Yeah.
Because it's a, what is it called? The one where they do
An
the
MRI?
the dye. No,
No,
it's they
CAT
inject
scan?
it directly into the
The one that makes you
the
feel
capsule.
like you peed yourself.
No.
No.
They
Oh,
do
no,
they
Because that one they do in the blood. This one they do directly into
Into
it.
like
into
the,
the
muscle
joint,
Yeah.
and then they do like
Oh.
a live X-ray.
Yeah.
And then that way they can see the tears in the labrum.
Mhm.
Because what you're looking at is not like bone damage. That's
Yeah.
stupid if they're looking for bone damage. That's
Yeah.
ridiculous. They're looking for soft tissue damage.
Yeah. Normally you would go
and shredded
straight from
labrums.
X-rays to soft tissue
Yeah.
because then
But yeah, they looked at the X-rays and they were just like,
That's strange.
we don't see any damage, and like the
You're young.
noises. Yeah.
that's what it is that you're
Yeah.
young and you're not supposed to have damage.
And they don't understand EDS.
Right.
And it's the like, yeah, but I can
Which is
literally
wild.
pull my shoulder out at will. Do you want me
Yeah.
to show you? And they're like,
Right.
no, that's not necessary. You're fine. Just
Or
wait.
jerk.
Wait until it gets more damaged.
Wait till it hurts more.
You should just show up.
No,
after
I'm gonna
having
get
pulled
you-
your shoulder out.
Oh,
Just
absolutely.
be like,
Yeah.
all right, I pulled my
Well,
shoulder
that's
out,
part
by
of the
way."
Malicious
problem,
complaints.
actually. That's part
Yeah.
of the problem is that we don't go to be seen for dislocations, and it
Yeah.
throws everybody off because everybody's like, "Oh, so you've had dislocations? Like, so
Who
when
set
were
them?"
those? Who
Yeah.
did? Like, where did you go to have those
Where was
set?
your diagnosis?
And you're like,
it's like,
bro,
I just put it back because it's convenient.
right?
Right.
If I had to come in for every dislocation, I'd be here like 4 times a week
We'd
for
be
like
so broke.
major
Exactly.
Like,
dislocations.
so broke.
Stupid.
Yeah. The
No.
only time I go in for a dislocation is if I think I
If you-
didn't set it
yeah,
right.
like when I went in for my ankle because I thought I chipped the bone.
Yeah.
Because that was gross. He
Ugh.
like scraping your bone on your other bone. That
Yeah.
was nasty.
Ugh.
Ugh. Bad time. But yeah, no, let me get you hooked up with my team because that's
Yeah.
obscene.
That's one that they can actually do, and it's not like super invasive. It's like a
Yeah.
week out if you're
Yeah.
if they do like a severe work. Like I was out
Yeah.
a day basically, and then the rest of it I was fine.
Right.
Like that should be an easy one to do.
Yeah.
And the quality of life improvement is ridiculous.
Yes. Oh my God.
Getting
the
your shoulders
difference
to
from
not
being
hurt.
able to like being able to have your hands above your head without
Especially with what you
losing
do.
pain.
Yeah.
Like, oh. That's
all,
crazy.
All that strength then just is all in the back because arms
Oh.
don't go any higher.
Yeah.
Uh-huh. Well, and
Yeah.
then you lose circulation and can't feel them. And
Oh yeah, no, I can't paint walls anymore because my hand just goes entirely numb.
Yep.
Hmm.
Yep.
That's
yep.
fun.
Yep. Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's crazy. We're gonna fix that for you.
Yeah. But yeah, no, the massage was really nice because I had a nerve that was shooting from like my pec all the way up to my elbow.
Mhm.
Oh yeah.
And after the massage, I went to go do the normal trigger that would set it off.
And it
Yeah.
didn't.
just gone.
Yeah.
Massage is amazing. It's one of the only things that has like actually had a lasting and continual like impact. It's not something that like
Why are
it's
you
it's
elbowing
not
me?
like chiropractic.
Yeah.
It's more beneficial than chiropractic
No.
ever could be.
What's interesting is that I had a PT that part of the PT was massage.
Yeah.
And I lost that clinic.
Right.
Like I think they closed
Mhm.
right after I
Aw,
started
that's
going there.
sad.
Yeah. Because if you think about it, like Ehlers-Danlos, our muscles are the most impacted outside of like
Yeah.
labral tears and some damage from dislocating because the muscles literally have to compensate for everything.
Mhm.
And we learn to compensate for everything, and our bodies naturally compensate for things. And then we get bound up because there's the other part of like sometimes your muscles are like folding on each other and now we're stuck together because of that like fascial
Yeah.
layer.
Yep.
Done that.
And then we get referred pain from trigger points, and it's just not good. So
Yeah.
massage is one of the most highly recommended things I could ever put out there.
Yeah.
It's
not just
expensive
nice.
and it sucks. To
It's not just nice.
Yeah.
It's good.
necessary.
it's
It's
going to be
good.
painful.
Yeah.
It's going to hurt. But
If
it's
you do
gonna
it
be
right.
good.
Right.
It'll be a
Yeah.
good thing. Oh yeah. So what are we talking about today?
Slep.
Slept.
Schlep.
Slap.
Slep.
Slibbity dibbity. Sleep. We're going to talk about sleep and how we don't get any.
Mm-mm.
Fantastic sleep and
So,
how I miss it.
The idea was I was awake 3 days in a row this
Yeah.
week, and I was like, you know what? I want to do an episode on sleep.
Mhm.
So here we are.
Mhm.
And I didn't sleep last night. I can prove it. I was messaging Karina at 6
Oh
in
my
the morning.
God.
He has receipts.
Being a crazy person.
It was Clem Fandango was was messaging her. It
I was up until like 4 a.m. last night.
Yeah.
Did you get any sleep?
I got like maybe like 30, 45 minutes of sleep and then
Oh,
woke back
that's
up
the
and started
worst.
doing stuff. The thing is, I don't even feel tired. Like my brain is just moving like at 1,000 miles a minute.
Yep.
Like I was telling you earlier, I'm doing chores right now in the middle of talking
He's
and everything.
kicking ass.
It's like the slap happy
Yeah.
energy that kicks in.
I feel like
Yeah.
sometimes, when you don't get sleep, then you're very energetic.
Mhm.
Like
You're trying to make
mentally,
up for it.
Yeah, I don't know what that's about, but
So,
yeah.
so what are your issues with sleep? What are some of the issues you face with sleep?
Well, I have straight up insomnia, where
Yeah.
I just don't sleep, which is bizarre. Like for the longest time, they were trying to figure out what was wrong with me. Like oh god, that was the. Do you remember that? Like the early days when I was awake forever, and then I would crash for like days at a time.
Yep.
Yep.
And then I'd be awake forever again. And like that was the beginning of my journey, was trying to figure out my sleep pattern and what was wrong
So
with it.
interesting.
But it's literally insomnia because it's just I don't sleep.
Yeah.
I think it has to do with mania, like the manic bipolar fun,
Yeah.
you know, because it seems to line up.
Mm-hmm.
But
Yeah.
I don't.
I don't. He just
I
doesn't
just
sleep.
don't. Well, then there are times when I can't sleep because of like back pain or
Yes.
the fun one when you get the hip bruises.
Yeah.
You
Where
know,
it's,
like you
hurting
lay on your
no
side
matter where you're laying down.
and you bruise the inside of your hip from your
Yes.
hip bone
Just
pushing
the
against the
bone.
skin, and then the other side does it, and then for some reason you have to sleep on your back, but you have back problems because you had a tumor removed, and then you can't sleep ever again.
Yeah.
put a finger down.
The other one that I do is when I sleep on my side, my knees will be together, and then it's
Yes,
Oh,
when they
yes.
touch.
they slip over and it just slides the kneecap.
I
Yep.
don't like that one.
Yep.
Ugh. Yeah,
Kneecaps are
Shoulders
no
when
good.
sleeping are
Shoulders.
a huge issue for me. Like,
Do you do the collapsed sleep?
I don't know because I'm
Yeah.
asleep.
Right.
When I'm
I think so.
sleeping, it's not like when normal people lay on their side, they lay like on their shoulder, which
No.
is weird to me. That's weird. That
Like,
sounds
how
like
do you
it would
have the
hurt
structural-
a lot.
Exactly.
Ow. What the
Everything
heck?
just melts into
Yeah.
Oh, you mean
But
like, yeah.
when
The
we
curl.
sleep, we're like, let
Yeah.
my shoulders touch in the front.
Yeah,
It'll
they
be
exactly.
fun.
They either curl in, or if I have to like intentionally, because that will sometimes start like causing tension
Yeah,
and pain.
exactly.
And I have to intentionally shift my shoulder back and out, which only works on this side. I'm
Yeah.
pretty sure, because this side
Is
I
locked
don't have.
up.
I don't have that mobility. Like,
Right.
This is about. As
Isn't
far
that
as
fun?
I
You have
can go.
hypermobility, but you don't
But
have
then
mobility.
I don't have mobility because the joint's fucked.
Yeah.
yeah.
I started using a body pillow for the shoulders and the hips because it was just so painful to lay down.
Yeah.
And you're like standing hurts,
like, why does
walking
laying
hurts,
have to
sitting
hurt?
hurts,
Yeah.
everything hurts. It's awful.
Yeah.
Ugh.
Swimming, it feels pretty good though.
Yes.
Oh,
Swimming
absolutely.
is great.
I really got into swimming this year,
Nice.
and I didn't even know how to swim until this year.
Really?
yeah. I didn't
Hey.
really like grow up with that kind of access.
Yeah.
Right.
So
But now
It's
you're,
a cool
you're
thing
like
to
taking
teach
advantage.
yourself
It's
too.
pretty cool.
Yeah.
Swimming is the shit. I love swimming.
I love
is the shit.
swimming.
We
High
should all go
intensity,
swimming.
low impact.
Right?
Yes, let's go
Let's go
swimming.
swimming.
I want to go swimming.
Screw the podcast. Sorry, Eddie. We're going to
Sorry,
go
y'all.
We're
swimming.
going swimming.
You
No.
can come. You just gotta fly over.
How about you, Bug?
For
Sleep. What
Oh,
challenges do you face
Yeah.
with sleep?
So I was on Cymbalta for a minute, and
Yeah.
that was when my sleep just like, bye.
Oh no.
So randomly, I'll either just be awake for way too long, just
Yep.
staring at the ceiling, or I will then fall asleep, blink, and wake up, and it's like 10 o'clock.
Oh,
And you're not
hate
rested,
that.
right?
Yeah. Where you don't know you've been asleep until you're waking up from being asleep.
Yep.
Yeah.
And it
I
happens
have-
way too quick.
I have
Yeah.
that one, but I also have, so I've got a few that are problems. So I have like, I don't know. I'm just more active in the evenings, just in general.
Yeah.
Last night I kind of hacked it. I took my dogs for a really long walk and then tried to lay down and it didn't work.
You tried though.
I tried. So I wind up staying up really late because I'm like trying to fit stuff in.
Yeah.
Because I'm like, if I go to sleep, I have to wake up. And that's annoying. I don't like that. So I don't fall asleep. I pass out. And then generally I'm waking up at least once a night, every single night. And it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. Like it's happening over and over and over again.
Yeah.
Sometimes up to like 4 or 5 times a night, just at random. So sometimes it's night sweats where like I will wake up completely soaked to the point where like I have to towel off before I can go to bed, and I have to like change sheets or
Yeah,
like
because your spot's
whatever. Yeah,
I hate
there
that.
were points where I slept with the robe beside my bed, so I
So
could
that
just
you could-
wrap
yeah.
in the robe and go back to sleep. But yeah, no, I can't sleep through a night.
The one that kills me is what Bug was saying, when you stay awake and you're like looking at things, and then you tell people that, like you tell a doctor and like, oh, your mind's racing.
Oh my
like, no, there's literally nothing going on up here.
It's just a low buzz and object.
Yeah.
and It's
Oh, see, I
just
don't
that
do
for
that.
Yeah.
My
way too
brain
long.
sings to me or talks to me or like it's busy. It's not mind racing like I'm worrying about
No,
stuff.
yeah, exactly,
It's
like-
I'm singing the VeggieTales theme song
Uh-huh.
and also putting Little Nas lyrics to it. I don't know why.
They
And
go
then
well
it's like,
together.
hey, remember that thing you really liked? You should find that toy from your childhood. That was really cool. We really liked that toy. Also, here's a different song for you to not remember the lyrics to.
And be
Do
frustrated.
you guys ever get caught in thinking about like all the things that you want to do? Like I will be like just up at night being like, oh, I really want to paint this wall like this other
Yes.
color, and like, oh, I should dye my hair, or and I mean, as a kid, it was kind of either the like you're looking at, oops, sorry, you're looking at something and your mind is just like at a low static.
Mhm.
Like I had that a
don't
lot
have
as a
static.
kid, but as an adult, it's been more of like, oh, now I'm thinking about all these cool things that I could do.
Right.
But it's 3 a.m. Like,
Right. And it's
Yeah.
not like you're focusing on it. It just happens. Yeah. That was
See,
me last night.
I don't know. I don't
I
get the
tried.
static or like, because brain does not stop.
Right.
And so I had to like hack the brain does not stop by having it start dreams.
Oh yeah.
so
yeah.
like telling myself stories,
I do that. Yeah.
and then that would like segue into sleep, and then
Mhm.
that was fine because my brain was entertained already. But like, I don't know. It's just brain quick and bored
Yeah.
constantly.
I have a weird relationship with dreams at the moment, though.
Yeah, you do.
Post
That's
sepsis.
That's fair.
Like my dreams are crazy and I hate them.
Yeah.
It's like I get forever nightmares
Mm-hmm.
that you can't wake up from, but you know you're in a nightmare and it won't end, and they're really like abstract and painful.
No, I don't like the abstract ones. They feel really.
define
Icky.
abstract if you're comfortable.
Oh, it's
'Cause,
like
abstract can mean a lot of things.
Textural dreams.
Yeah.
Or like more. I used to call them sensory dreams.
yeah, it's like the last one I had was I was existing in a space that was nothing,
Mm-hmm.
and I had to create my reality.
Mm.
So I had to like think of light and then pinpoint lights, and then it was like I
Your
had to
brain
like
is very
light shit up.
intricate.
Oh my god, it was crazy. I had to like
Weird.
build this reality around myself to do anything.
It's like you get backrooms access to your brain.
Yeah,
That's so weird. And you're only in the backrooms access and not in the like.
Mhm.
We already have a dream assembled for
no,
you.
I
place.
I've literally I'll have
you
to
had
build
to
them.
assemble
you
your
have the
dream.
IKEA of dreams.
I do.
That's so weird.
But like sometimes I'll be like stuck in like areas,
Yeah.
like because I made them wrong.
Oh, you get all cornered.
Where's the
Oh.
door?
Right, or like literally
Sims.
like no clipped into like walls and shit.
Oh, that sounds awful.
It's I hate it,
yeah,
and
'cause
they're
that was, like,
they
the
have like this
favorite
icky
dreams.
vibe to them in general.
Okay.
Yeah, I just don't
See,
like
I get
them.
like my abstract ones are like textural
Yeah, I get
and
that
like
too.
sensory dreams where it's like, I don't know, like you dream about being squeezed to death. It's weird.
That was one of them.
I don't
You know
like
that
that
scene
one.
in
Yes.
Up
Yes.
where they're
Yes.
getting eaten? I had that nightmare. Have you seen that? Or
And
Nope?
You called it
Haven't
up.
seen Nope.
It's definitely
I
not
don't
Up.
remember
You
that.
called it up. I was like, oh my god.
Remember that horror movie Up? No. I mean, it was.
Nope.
It was sad.
Nope. Yeah.
But nope.
Yeah.
There's a scene where this
Mm.
Well,
alien
it's next on our list.
spaceship eats people. There's a scene where like they're being digested, and I
Yeah.
had that dream in the sepsis nightmares, where I was getting like digested through this track and getting mushed and,
Yeah.
and eaten, and it went on
That doesn't
Yeah,
forever.
sound
like
fun.
cocoonized. Ugh.
No, I
bleh.
hate. And then I got out of the hospital, watched Nope, and was like, "This
Oh
is my nightmare."
God. Yeah, you messaged me like right after.
Oh, it fucked
You're
me
like,
up, man.
did you see that scene? You need to watch that movie just so you can see the scene.
So you could see the thing that happened to me.
yeah. Yep.
Ugh.
No,
The other one
sleep
that I
is
get
pain.
is where you're having a nightmare, but like your partner's up and doing stuff.
Oh
And
yeah.
so you're
Oh,
like
yeah.
partially aware of what's going on with them, but you're also like
Yeah.
panicking inside. And so then they'll like talk to you, and you like wake up momentarily and be like, "Yeah, no, it's over there." And you'll
Oh.
go back into the.
I hate
Ugh.
that. Like you're dragged back into it.
Mhm.
That was what sepsis was like in the beginning. I couldn't wake up enough to tell Jen there was a problem with me. She had to like figure out that I was like hallucinating and unable to stay conscious. And it was that. It was literally like I'd be awake for a second, be like, "There's something wrong," and I couldn't really say all of it, and then I would be back into like hallucinating or
Yep.
whatever
Yeah.
it was.
Yeah, I've never had that experience.
Oh, it's horrible.
like I've had dreams.
That's just fever dreams for me.
Ugh.
I've had dreams where like in real life my alarm goes off,
Mhm.
and well, this happened one time in particular, and in the dream I couldn't wake up,
Yeah.
and I heard the alarm going off.
Oh yeah.
And so I was aware of the fact that like it is wrong that I can't wake up, and I know that I'm dreaming, but I created something in my dream that would like, if I go through XYZ, then I can wake
Yes,
up.
Yeah.
And so I did that, and I like went through a tunnel, and then I did eventually wake up. It felt like it had been maybe 2 minutes like in the dream,
Yeah.
and it was 45 minutes after my alarm had gone off.
Wow.
And I was like, what the hell?
Yeah.
What happened?
I had that last night
Mm-hmm.
where it was like I was like, "Wake up." I was gonna die in the dream,
Oh.
and I was like, I need to wake up because this isn't gonna be fun.
Mhm.
I didn't wake up.
You know,
Mm.
when I'm
Have
having
you-
nightmares, I can usually tell because in the dream I want to close my eyes, and in the
You
dream you
can't,
can't,
yeah.
and then usually by that point I'm like, okay, I just have to go through it.
Yeah,
And then I
exactly.
just submit to the nightmare happening, and I'm like, all right, this is a horror movie now. Cool.
been there.
Have you died in dreams and still been in the dream?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was one that happened to me a while ago, where like sitting in a room, and I was just like, there were people around me, and somebody came into the room with a gun and was just like, "I'm gonna shoot people," and I was like, "Nah, dog, just shoot me instead." And he was just like, "Okay,
Okay.
bang," and then everything went black, and then I just came back, and he just looked at me like, "You're not dead," and I was like,
Nope.
I
I don't know why
know."
I'm not dead.
And then I woke up.
You know.
That's like when you pass out in a dream,
Yeah, yeah.
and then you're like, am I faking unconsciousness? What's happening right
Yeah.
now?
My favorite is drowning
Oh, I hate drowning in dreams.
because then I realize I'm
Then
awake.
you realize you're
like I can wake up enough to breathe,
Mm-hmm.
but like it's like the Sonic
I've
panic
never
sound,
drowned
that
in a
do
dream.
do 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 do, and you're like, "Oh, I'm drowning,"
Yeah, I've
This
drowned in
sucks.
a lot of dreams.
and you're like, "Oh, I'm fine."
Lol, just kidding.
Yeah.
Yeah, usually I don't drown. I can usually just be in water and like
Exists.
keep existing.
Well, that's the thing. Like after I drown, I'm fine.
Oh
Because
yeah,
I
because
can
you
breathe.
you wake yeah.
because you're actually able to breathe.
'Cause your
Right,
brain
I'm like,
is
"Oh, I'm fine."
Why
Yeah.
are we breathing?
And then I can have fun in the water because
Yeah.
that's always the thing. It's like once I die, I'm fine.
I
I
usually
gotta
get
pass the death test.
I get mad sometimes because like you know how the veil of believability thing,
Mm-hmm.
and if that's broken at all,
Oh, yeah,
then
yeah.
it ruins the whole dream and the entire thing collapses. And I'm like, well, there went that story that I was following really
Dude,
closely.
especially if it's a good story.
Yeah.
Although I've had a lot
was
of
like, I wanted to
really
know what
crazy
happened.
dreams. Like I get really messed up. Like I had a dream one time where I'm in this haunted house. Well, I just in this house.
Yeah.
And there's like mangled cat bodies and like animal
Oh my
bodies
God.
hanging from the ceiling that are cut open with just like oil draining out of them.
Ew.
Whoa.
And there was like a statue in the corner of the house that like if I looked at it in the eyes, it would summon a demon.
Damn.
That's nice.
It was horrible. And then I had another dream where I'm just like at this party. I'm like 5 stories in the air, like, you know, maybe more, I don't know, in like an urban setting.
Yeah.
And I just look out, and then all of a sudden there's like mangled human bodies just like hanging down from something.
Shit.
I don't know what is going on because like
Oh my god, the recurringness
Well.
of that would kill me.
it's
I hate
pretty messed
recurring
up.
dreams.
Yeah.
And
Oh
then,
God.
Like, and I don't know. There's a lot of like messed up themes in my dreams sometimes.
I dream horror thrillers a
Or-
lot.
Or where you have a dream and it's a new dream, but you're convinced that it's familiar.
Oh yeah.
And so then you're just like, no, yeah, if I go around this corner, there's this thing.
and then it happens because you yeah.
Yeah, even though you know,
Okay,
completely
okay.
new dream.
Does
Yeah.
this sound familiar to you? I'm sorry, we're on a tangent about dreams, but
Yeah.
it's fascinating to me.
Dreams
So
are part of
hold on.
sleep, so-
Yeah. Do you have where okay, so in my dream world has the same like setting. The set for most of my dreams is like a recurring set. So it's like a weird warped city that has all of these different portions in it. And like the dreams take place in different parts of the same world.
Right. Well, and then they're the same place, but they'll be abstractly different. Like,
right. They'll be
they
like
kind of
change. Yeah, exactly.
Oh, I totally get that.
Yeah.
I sometimes have that. I have like a series. Like it'll be like 5 months where I'll have like 4 or 5 dreams that are in the same setting.
Yeah.
And then I never see that setting again.
That's so interesting. Because, yeah, I could tell you about, like, there's always water. So there's always, like, this weird... It's not really, like, a beach because there's water all over it with just some, like, islands of sand.
Yeah.
And then there's a pasture with animals in it. And then there's several different schools that I have to deal with, which is really obnoxious in my dreams. So there's like an elementary setting, and then there's like a high school setting. And then there's the Tower in Hampton shopping center.
Okay.
Which is there. And it's usually like I'm trying to walk somewhere and I can't get there because the small road is just ongoing forever. And I'm always late to something. But yeah, there's like all of these things that are just solid settings within my dream world.
There's a whole
So
theory
weird.
called Mall World.
Mall World?
Yeah.
Yeah, where everybody supposedly has a shared space that we all dream in.
Oh, that's
And so
cool.
the dreams take place in different like department stores
Yeah.
inside the mall.
Oh.
And so your world, if you can find a way to get out of your world into the shared space, you
Yeah.
can have shared dreams with people.
Yeah.
That's so cool. I've
That
never
is
heard of
something
that.
I've like tried to do. My cousin
Interesting.
and I one time had the exact same dream, and we woke up and we told each other about it.
Yeah.
Weird.
And it was crazy. We were children. We had like this weird dream about like a tornado, and like there were some other weird details to it. And ever since that experience, we were like, okay, how do we
Like, how do you
try
How
to
do you do
like,
that
how do we
again?
recreate it?
Yeah.
Or have a dream where we can interact with each other. And I remember we were like really little, but we were looking up like lucid dreaming hacks and stuff like that.
Yep.
And there's like foods that you can eat that help, and like keeping a dream journal and all of that stuff.
Yeah.
So
I did that with Lori once. I remember very vividly.
Yeah.
We had the same dream. Like, we woke up and I was telling her about it, and she was like, dude, same. But we were like little kids.
That's
Like,
interesting.
really little.
and
I think
feel
it's
like that
easier for
happens.
younger kids.
It's the
Yeah, that's what I was
adrenochrome.
gonna say. I feel like it happens when I was a child.
Yeah.
I'm not even gonna acknowledge
Excuse
that.
me.
We're
it's the
less
adrenochrome.
attached to like reality at that age. It's
Because we're
interesting.
closer to whatever the source is.
Yeah.
Whatever
Right.
you believe that is, like,
Yeah.
you're closer to it. You didn't exist 5 years ago, for example. Like, it is kind of weird.
You're not
and
quite
crazy.
like fully installed.
fully installed.
yeah.
Yeah.
You're
Earth-
having firmware
Earth
updates.
time
Right.
Yeah.
software. Yeah.
Yep. No, dreaming is trippy, man. Well, and that's why like
Oh, yeah.
sometimes if I'm like really active into the dream, I'll wake up feeling like I've not slept at all.
Oh,
'cause
yeah,
I've been
you're
doing
exhausted,
stuff the
yeah.
whole time.
Yeah,
Oh
like
my
when
And
you're
then
running
I'm
away
just
from things and
tired.
you wake up and you're just fucking winded because
Or
you've
the-
been breathing.
The one where you dream about your work day and then you
Oh,
wake up and
I
have
did
to
that.
go to your work day.
I
Yes.
actually did that for my entire, I think it was my sophomore year of high school. I dreamt that whole year during the
God.
summer. And then, like, things would happen, and I was just having deja vu the entire year. Like,
Yes.
specifically with
God.
my geometry class for some reason. That was, like,
You're like, geometry.
literally
There
is
was-
crazy.
There was one time I was doing it so hard that I sleepwalked into the shower and took a shower like I was getting ready for the morning for school.
Oh, no.
And I showered in my pajamas at 3 a.m.
I love that.
Yeah. And
That's
I was
great.
not happy. I was like, are you absolutely kidding me? Now I'm wet. My clothes are wet. It's not time to go to school. And I have to be up again in 3 hours? Are you serious?
Yeah, that would be the part that kills me.
Yeah.
It's
Now I
not
have to go
up
back
again.
to sleep to wake back up to then
Yeah.
take a shower.
Yeah. I was
Every
not
time
pleased.
when I'm going to go fly somewhere, I have a dream about going through TSA.
Yep.
And,
Oh, God.
oh, my God. And then
All
I
the
actually
tedium.
go through TSA, and it's, like, not a big deal. But
In the dream,
the
though.
dream,
Yeah.
for
Yeah.
what's that about?
I get the one where you're like trying to reach for the plot, but like the transition takes the entire dream and it's really obnoxious. I don't
Yeah.
like that one. The transitional stage is
Well, it's
just
like, you
the dream,
know-
and it's
you
horrible
know
and
that
boring and
The
terrible.
cool stuff is abound. Like,
Yeah.
you're like, this
Like,
is gonna
we
become
just
cool.
have to reach there, and then it's like you're
Yeah.
walking in place the whole time.
Yeah, no, I get that.
Or something is always sidetracking
Stuck in
you.
the
You have to
loading
go pick
screen.
somebody up,
Yeah.
or you got lost, or you took the wrong turn on the mountain,
Yeah.
or like, so dumb. So dumb.
Truly.
So we're talking about dreaming, but we were
I know.
literally
We
talking
need to
about
go
not
back to
sleeping in the
sleeping.
beginning.
Yeah.
We don't sleep because our dreams are crazy now.
Both. All of the above
Honestly, there
at the
was a
same
period
time.
of time where I would wake myself up in the middle of the night because I was having those like really disgusting dreams that are like really
Yeah.
vivid, gross.
Yeah.
And I would just be like, okay, I have to wake up now.
Yeah.
And that lasted like a year.
No, I get that. I'm
God.
still kind of in that. Like post sepsis, my dreams have been wonky and I hate them.
I bet.
Mhm.
Yeah.
And like the waking up and seeing the shapes and shit
Yeah.
throws me off because then I'm like, am I hallucinating? Am I septic
Yeah.
again? Like,
You know, you're
Or
stuck
am I
in the
still
Matrix.
there?
Yeah.
Yeah. When you're still there and you're like, time doesn't exist. Yeah.
Well,
No, sleep is weird, dude.
Sleep is weird.
And there's so many challenges with sleep, and this is what bothers me so much is that like they always want to approach it with behavioral therapy,
oh yeah.
where they're like, go to bed earlier, and I'm like,
Sleep hygiene.
how is that going to prevent me from waking up 4 times?
Oh yeah, that
It's
was
That makes
not.
no
that was
sense.
the answer. They were like, you're
Yeah.
not sleeping enough, so go to bed earlier.
Yeah,
so
and
that
then they
you
were
can
like, you're sleeping
accommodate
too
your wake."
much.
Yeah,
Compress your sleep.
wake up earlier.
Yeah, and I was like, this is not helping because I'm still waking up in the middle of the night
Yeah.
repeatedly over and over and over again.
I feel like a lot of times they don't understand sleep well enough to actually tell people what to do to help.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, and they want to blame everything on, like, it goes back to that, like, anxiety and mental health. And is it your fault?
Well, that or it's
my God.
environmental.
Yeah.
Like you're doing it wrong. Like you have a TV in your room. You're
Uh-huh.
bad. You're not
Yeah.
going to be able to sleep with a TV in your room, or your workspace is your room. And
Right. And you're
Yeah.
like, you know what? Some of us are very limited to the spaces that we can hang out in. I don't know
Yeah.
what to tell you.
that was
And
my
also,
struggle.
I'm chronically ill and I'm tired. I'm going to lay down sometimes.
Right? Yeah.
Bite me.
Don't lay down where you
Yeah.
that you don't want to
You can't be in your bed unless it's bedtime.
because you're
that.
trying to
No, thank
program
you.
yourself to only sleep in bed.
Yeah.
Like,
I've
Bed
been
is for
trying to
sleep.
do that. I feel like the most helpful thing for sleep for me has been cannabis.
Yes.
Just
That's
Actually,
that's
like,
the only
I
reason
sleep
that I've
with
had
it.
sleep as an adult.
yeah.
Mhm.
Because as a kid, I remember I was like 3 years old and I couldn't sleep.
Mhm.
And then I got a phone and then I had something to do when I couldn't sleep.
Right.
And
Yep.
Then I became an adult and I could smoke weed.
Yeah.
And then I could sleep.
Yeah. No, that is like the hack that I use a lot. And that's part of why I wasn't willing to give it up for ADHD treatment.
Mhm.
Because I was like, no, that's how I sleep. Because
yeah.
I can just like hit that and go
If
back
I
to
need sleep, that's
bed.
my answer. Like
Right.
if I absolutely cannot sleep, I
Yeah.
will
Yeah.
force sleep.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I can't.
Exactly.
I can't smoke with EMDR because it messes with
Oh,
how
yeah.
you're rewriting your brain, and it has been a
Struggle.
huge struggle. Just
Yeah.
because like EMDR will bring up a whole bunch of stuff where
Yeah,
like
and then
I'll
you start
replay through,
remembering different things
Yeah.
throughout. Yeah.
where you'll just replay the trauma over and over again, or like reanalyze it, and then all of a sudden
Yeah.
you're like, oh look, time to get up. Weird.
Mm.
So
No,
you just have
thank
like
you.
trauma dreams or like half awake because you're
Yeah.
not actually relaxed. So it's
The
but-
ones where your brain's trying to sort through it and
Yeah.
like come up with a new solution and be like, hey, I got you this.
But yeah,
Uh,
It's
no
nice
more-
when it works.
Yeah.
Like you wake up and you actually have like accomplished something. And
Like
you're
that time I texted you and I was like, oh, I guess I was feeling this way. My dreams just told me so.
Exactly. Yeah. You're like, no, I understand that. I feel
Yeah.
better.
Yeah. I'm good now.
But yeah, no cannabis for me for sleep. So now
Yeah.
I just get the weird. I'm just awake. At
You should take some Cymbalta.
midnight."
That helps you sleep.
Okay, so for that, at least, the thing that I do, if I am waking up and I can't go back to sleep, and this works like the other way around too, if you haven't been able to get to sleep, I literally have to get up and go do something.
And then
So,
return.
right, for me, it's like I get up, I go try to use the restroom, I go visit the animals and give belly rubs. And then I don't turn like lights on in the house though, because that is too much. And then
Mhm.
you're awake. And then for me, I go outside and I have a cigarette in the dark or in like low light. And then once I'm like yawning or like my eyes are fluttering a little bit, that's when I go back and try again. But it's hard. It's just hard.
No, I get the being active, like, because otherwise you just lay in bed and
Yeah.
you have all that energy.
And you can't direct it anywhere.
Right,
Yeah.
and it's not like a
Yeah.
ton, but it's enough to keep you awake.
Yep.
Right.
And you
Yep.
just need to go spend it on something.
Yeah. Oh, I don't know if anybody over here does this, but I do the thing where I wake up like detangling my own hair or something. Like just sit like at random. My hands are in my hair and I'm detangling and it wakes me up and I'm like, why?
Star will be
I don't
like, "Are you
usually-
okay?"
Yeah, you'll be doing a lot of stuff.
Yeah, it's
I
like
don't
a
usually do
sleepwalking
much
thing, I think.
Like, I don't think I have any sleepwalking.
Yeah.
I know my sister would sleep talk a lot, and I love.
I
to
used to
talk
Jen
sleep
does
talk
that.
a lot.
Sleep talk.
Jen freaked me the fuck out last night sleep talking.
Yeah.
Because she sang something
Oh no.
out
that's
of
creepy.
nowhere. Like, I'm sitting there, I'm on my phone, I'm chilling, and she's like, ha, ha, ha. And I was
That's
like,
creepy.
Oh, no.
I literally was like, you good? Jen, wake up. She's like, what? And I was like, you just sang at me, and I didn't like it.
I didn't like
She
it.
laughed her ass off.
That's kind of what Ben does.
Yeah, no, she'll just ask me math questions if I start sleep
No,
talking.
because I want to know,
Oh,
like,
that's
is
funny.
he awake or asleep? Because
Right.
It's really hard to tell sometimes, and so I'll just be like, "What's 2 + 17?"
Oh, see, my husband will do that thing where he thinks he's awake and he gets belligerent and angry every time I'm like, "You're sleeping. Lay down. Go back to sleep, you weirdo." And he's like,
Yeah.
"No, the cat fell off the trailer and we have to go get him. You're
That's
not
me, man.
listening to me."
Dude, that's me at like 3 a.m. sitting up in bed,
Yeah.
asleep. And then Jen will wake me up, and I'm like, what?
Yep.
She's like, go to bed. You should lay down. And I'm like, I'm good. And then it's literally, yeah, then I'll start speaking gibberish because I'm in a dream all of a sudden. It happened last night. Before I fell asleep, or I was falling asleep, I woke myself up because I said something.
I hate when that
I was like, no, not on Discord. And Jen's like, what? And I was like,
what?
okay, so I was falling asleep.
So get this.
Something happened
Yeah.
on Discord.
Yeah, no, not on Discord. Not on Discord.
No, not on Discord.
I
No.
have done that a couple of times, so maybe I do talk in my sleep. But like,
Yeah.
I don't think very much or very often. But I
Right.
have had times where I'm falling asleep and I'll say something and I'll be like, "Damn it." You good?
Bug and I just met eyes and had the same thought.
You want to share with the class?
She goes, "I don't think very much or very often, but,"
Do I?
and we just looked at each other. Star, what did you say?
What?
What did you
Repeat
say?
that sentence for us, please.
"I don't think very much or
Very
very
often."
often."
Fuck you. I think more than him, at least.
And then he and I
Yeah,
just
Bob.
like saw each other and died.
That was great. I love that. I'm
Great.
sorry, Star.
Amazing.
They're picking on you.
They're fucking rude.
We didn't mean to.
I know,
You
right?
said it. It wasn't. We just happened to look at each other, and that's where it all went wrong. The eye contact, it messed everything up.
It's
You wanna-
okay.
we should probably go on break.
Yeah, let's take a break and then we'll reorganize and come back.
We'll actually talk about sleep, maybe.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or
I
not.
hope this has
just
been
dreams.
relatable, at least. I'm sure that
Oh, yeah.
there's some relatable content here, so I'm not
If
too
nothing
sorry.
else, Patreon will enjoy.
Right.
Yeah, right.
Hi, Patreon.
Hello, Patreon.
Also, join our
Hello,
Patreon.
Patreon.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Think more often.
Yeah, join the Patreon. It's free. There's a free tier. You can
We're
join
gonna
for
help
free.
Star think more.
You get all that free content.
I'm gonna be the one
More
burning down
and
this house.
more often.
This is about to become a Whole Foods.
Not the Whole Foods. All right. What do they need to do?
Venmo me $1,000.
Ooh, me too.
Yeah.
Yeah, if
Yeah,
we're handing it out, I'll take it too. It's fine.
Help the podcast grow. Also, my wife
Share.
doesn't have a job. Technically, she has a job. She doesn't have a job though at the moment.
She
She's
just
unemployed.
can't go to her job. Yeah.
She's got to do the thing. Anyways, we don't have money, so if you want to help us with that, join the
Put a light in the
Patreon,
cloud.
Donate. Do what you got to do.
Yeah.
Also, have a snack because you are a
Drink
snack.
some water, hydrate or dihydrate.
Oh.
What did you say?
He was gonna say
He
that.
was
Oh,
about to say
I'm
hydrate
so
or dihydrate.
sorry. What else do they need to do?
Hydrate or dihydrate.
What
Dihydrate.
else do they need to do?
Take
Just
your
dihydrate.
meds.
Yeah, I was gonna say,
Dihydrate.
take your
Take
meds.
your
Take a nap
meds.
if you can.
Yeah, if you can squeeze a nap in there.
Yeah.
I know they say not to, but you know what? When your body is tired, let your body be tired. I don't know
Panic
what to
shop.
say.
Hey,
Panic shop
no,
for
no,
Christmas.
No.
We have
No.
bipolar
No.
bears here who don't need your nonsense. Okay?
You need to watch yourself, son.
Oh.
I will end you. So if you're bipolar, ignore him. But also check in with yourself. Are you manic? Are you not manic? Enjoy the moment if you're not. And if you are, hopefully it's a high.
Yeah.
And if it's low, I'm so sorry.
Oh.
Venmo me $1,000. You'll feel better.
We love you. If you like the
Having that
content,
makes
please
yourself
like,
somebody
share, leave a comment. Also, have a break if you need a break. Find some sunlight if you can. It's good for you. It's also good for your sleep.
And subscribe to Yeti. Join the Discord and find all of
Yeah.
Yeti's links.
Yeah. We like Yeti.
Subscribe
He's
to Yeti.
pretty cool.
So yeah,
Pretty cool.
he's pretty cool.
Pretty cool.
He's out, I guess.
He's pretty cool.
He's aight.
Yeah.
All right.
All right, we're going to take a break
Yeah, I mean,
and go be
Sigh.
silly outdoors and stuff. So
Touch
we'll
grass.
see you in a minute. Yeah, go touch some grass, noob.
Peace.
Okay, bye.
Bye.
You noob.
Oh, hi. Do you like Fantastic Pains? Would you like to see more of the Fantastic Pains podcasting crew? If so, you should join our Patreon. The Patreon, as we like to call it, is the new home of our behind-the-scenes content, full uncut recording sessions, our short-form videos such as TikToks and YouTube Shorts, and our past live streams. You can also find some Patreon exclusive content such as our new music reviews, lost episodes, and is the new home of our Mini Voices series, all of which can be found in our higher tier dubbed The Only Pains. The Patreon is the best way to support the podcast, so whether you want to see more of us or just want to help us grow, feel free to sign up following the link in the description below, and hopefully you guys enjoy the rest of the show.
Welcome back.
That's like-
How was your break? Mine was great. I went outside, touched grass, was told to bring everybody back, did it, got in trouble.
I think
You
I
know,
touched
pet a
grass,
cat.
but I don't remember.
There was
did.
grass
I touched
there.
it.
There was
I
grass
touched- I
available.
touched it and ran away.
I stood in the grass.
And there was a cat.
I braided his hair.
He's very pretty now.
He's
Beautiful.
always been pretty.
Shut up, Ben.
Shut up with your
He's like,
face. Your stupid,
Great.
adorable face. Anyway, so this half we're going to talk sleep, positive habits, things you can do to improve your chances of sleep
Yes.
and quality of sleep,
Yeah.
right?
Yes. But first, we kind of had a little bitty topic of like oversleeping,
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
especially when you have vacation-y time.
I have something more important than that.
Okay.
Oh, more
Oh.
Yeah, we
yes.
got to plug.
Would you grab that?
It's time to plug.
Carefully.
Sorry,
Is
Kaylee.
it zine time?
It's zine time.
It's zine time, you guys.
Carefully not.
We have a letter that we received. Well, a package, I should say. Check this out. This is Reclaiming Calm, Coping Skills for Anxiety by Dweeb,
Yes.
our local Kaylee.
Our wonderful friend Kaylee, who sent us these ones, and I'm so over the moon and so excited, and I will actually be purchasing some more of these for my classroom.
They are amazing. And we'll have a link below for you guys to pick up your own copy.
Yes.
Because these are really handy for, even if you know all the coping skills, it's nice to have a refresher in the moment,
Yes.
Mhm.
to take a moment, read
Yeah.
through this and be like, oh yes, I can calm myself down. I'm
Yeah.
not a trash fire.
Well, and we go through things like creating a calm and safe place, visualization,
Mhm.
and grounding, among many, many other things. So
These are amazing.
we're going to leave a link. Go check them out. They're
Yeah.
wonderful.
Thank you, Kaylee. Those
yes. Oh, I'm so
Amaze.
excited. Sorry, I keep moving your mic.
Oh, no,
around.
you're good. Our mics move in sync now,
Yeah.
by the way.
Whoops.
are tandem mics.
Tandem
They're very
mics.
happy about it.
They're holding hands. But yes, so oversleeping.
Oversleep.
So that weird phase where you, I don't know, like on a regular schedule, sleep becomes this anxiety thing, right? Where we're like, we're anxious about how much sleep we're going to get. We're anxious about going to sleep because once you go to sleep, then the morning comes and then you have to do it all over again.
Yep.
And we're anxious about, like, I didn't get to do all the things that I wanted to do.
Well, and there's a phenomenon about that. I don't remember what it's called, but where, like, you are so mad that none of your time is your own,
Yeah.
so you stay awake intentionally.
Right.
Right, trying to reclaim
Yeah.
time.
Trying to
That's what
reclaim that time.
I do a lot.
You do.
A lot. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, not like it's a negative, but you do. You're
Right.
like,
No,
I'm
I
not
do it.
going to bed because
I'm
I
like,
want to do things.
I'm doing stuff. God,
Yeah.
the one time I can do stuff. But then like oversleep being a thing when we actually have time designated to rest. Because I do this over breaks where now sleep is not an anxiety thing, and I have a much easier time going to sleep and staying asleep and sleeping well and better and sleeping really long time. And I used to do this like once a week where I would work through the week and I would have a full crash day.
Sunday, right? Because we would do the podcast and then you would crash.
Yeah. No, it used to be Saturday. It was before the podcast. I haven't
Oh,
done
yeah.
crash day since...
You did some crash days at the beginning of the podcast.
Like Sundays I would do some, but like I couldn't always. 'Cause
right. You
it
had
was
stuff
the one
to
day
do.
I had stuff to do. Yeah. But I used to have like crash day. So I would have a day designated to, I'm going to sleep for like 16 hours. Don't bother me.
Yeah.
I'll eat you. But now like I wait until breaks and I do the exact same thing where it's like now there's no pressure around sleep. So it's easier to fall asleep, stay asleep, sleep well, and then you sleep longer because you're basically trying to make up for that spoon debt
Yeah. Oh,
that
God.
we deal with constantly and forever. So it makes perfect sense that like you would be sleeping a lot more
I've been sleeping
while you have
from
the
like
opportunity.
7 p.m. to like typically waking up really early though, like between like 6 in the morning or like 8, which is crazy for no reason on vacation. I'm like, you'd think it'd be like I'd sleep in, but instead I've been just going to bed really early and just crashing. And
when it's so hard to get up at 6 a.m. just normally.
yeah,
You're like,
even though I have to every morning and it's horrible.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, it's such a weird thing because I think our mental state plays a lot of role in how well we're sleeping and how we're thinking about sleep. Because for me, it's like a scarcity effect on my brain where I'm like greedy for sleep, but also not getting enough sleep because I'm anxious about how much sleep I'm going to get. And it sucks.
It's like
not
you're putting a
fun
lot
time.
of pressure on yourself.
Yes.
Yeah.
It's like sleep the right amount immediately and sleep well, please, because if you don't, we're going to die.
The schedules that we're forced to live in are very difficult. with
Yes.
that.
And then you add like, you know, hypermobility on top of that.
Right, exactly. And all the physical joys. And then having to like hold out the muscular engagement until the end of the day. And then that crash happening. And that impacts sleep a lot. A lot. I hate that. Because, yeah, it's the one time your body is like, okay, we can fully unwind now.
Yep.
And then you do, and everything falls apart because now your muscles have been like, all right, we're done. Hands up, we're finished. Walking away now. Yeah, it's not a fun time.
And then they're not compensating enough for you to be
Exactly.
okay.
And
My
then trying
favorite-
to sleep and then straining them sleeping.
My favorite is when that happens. Like I'm ready for sleep,
Uh-huh.
and then a manic swing just appears out
Oh,
of
no.
left field.
Oh man.
Like, hello, now you want to go rearrange the house?
Yep.
Like I don't. I really no. You do. Go. That chair has been bothering you for like months. Why haven't you moved it yet?
Take care of it now.
Right. No
If you
sleep.
don't do it now, we're going to die.
It's what it feels
Yeah.
like. It's so urgent. I hate it. God, mania.
Oh,
Anyways,
So, solutions.
yeah.
Solutions
don't
to
be
sleep.
bipolar. Step
Solution.
1, you win. If you're
Step
bipolar, you
one.
lose.
Step 1, be neurotypical with no disabilities.
Yes.
Mental or physical.
Just like all of us.
Also, don't work.
We're all
Oh, yeah,
neurotypical.
don't
Don't work.
don't work.
Or go to school.
Be a trust fund baby.
Just none of it. Just, that's it. You sleep.
What did
as
your kids
much
call
as
me
you want.
during the live? Home daddy?
Oh, no, you're a house husband.
House husband.
Yeah.
No, they said daddy. They were
No,
creeping me
you're
out.
a
They were
house
they were
husband.
creeping, man. They were bothering me.
You're a house husband.
Ant-Man was.
Oh,
House
yeah.
daddy.
He was like house
Probably.
daddy. But yeah, no.
The way the house
I'm a home father.
Yes.
That's my job.
Yeah.
And I
Oh.
still don't sleep well.
Yeah. Well, because you're not
That's fair.
neurotypical
No.
and have multiple disabilities. So
Yeah,
you're not
doing
following
the
the
wrong thing.
formula here.
Yeah.
bud.
Yeah, I didn't do step 1.
Yeah.
Shit.
Step 1 is like really important.
It's
Yeah.
yeah, apparently.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then everything else is just like tertiary. Like, oh, don't have a TV in your bedroom. Like, don't eat before bed.
I have actually found not having a TV in my bedroom to be sometimes helpful.
Yeah.
But I am also that person who will fall asleep specifically when there's TV, and then like turning off the TV and not having that stimulation makes it a lot harder to then fall asleep.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
like
falling
the
asleep on the
background
couch
noise
and then
sometimes is
Yeah.
Getting up to go to
Well, because
bed
it's
wakes
another
you up.
transition.
yeah.
And the more we transition, our brain is like, we're not done yet.
Mhm.
At least for me, that's how my brain kind of interprets
Sometimes
that.
I find having a task that I have to complete before I fall asleep makes me fall asleep, and I don't know why. Like if I have like a half drink like almond milk like glass next
Oh,
to my bed,
God,
and I'm like,
yes.
I have to finish drinking this.
And then you're
and
out.
then
I'm
you're
just
out, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, like stuff like that, where it's like a stupid task, not something that like you have to do.
You don't have to
Taxes.
pay
Yeah.
attention.
Like, I have to do my taxes right now.
Yeah.
Sleep.
Yeah, basically.
No.
For whatever
you stress
reason,
yourself
that
out
helps.
really hard. Don't
Before
do
Just
that.
like a little bit of stress.
Yeah.
I just need to
Just
plug
like-
my phone and it's just on the other side of the.
And gone.
I do that one too.
Yeah,
I
that's-
typically do not charge my phone ever. I charge it like sometimes when I'm driving.
Oh my gosh, I plug my phone in like the minute I get into the bedroom,
I think
and I
this
just
is
plug it in
why-
and do whatever.
I think this is why my phone batteries last me so long. Like my phone is
Mhm.
Yeah,
like
'cause you
coming up
don't
on 2 years
exhaust them.
old, and I've
Yeah.
not had a battery issue
Yeah.
yet. Like,
Yeah.
because it never gets charged.
It's like I don't know what a battery is
Mhm.
actually.
We don't
Yeah,
know what
no.
happens when we run out, so we'll just keep going.
It's
You-
like I'm
want a
going
weird
on like 3
anecdote?
days.
Huh.
It's been popping in my head.
Yeah.
Apparently, I fell asleep yesterday for
Okay.
like micro nap,
Yeah.
basically, because it was.
You're good at that.
Oh, I'm great at micro naps, man.
I wish
But
I was good at that.
Jen thought I was still awake
Oh no.
because I was on my phone, and I was playing Dokkan.
Oh yeah, you did.
But I was actually playing Dokkan with my eyes shut. Like I was making progress. I was actually going through the game.
Damn.
I was. Jen was like, it was impressive because I was just to like out, but I was still making progress.
At
That's
least you
great.
know what you'll do if you ever go blind.
You
that
can
was me in high
capitalize on
school
that.
sending
Yeah.
sleep texts to people, and they
Oh my
made no
God.
sense at all.
Yeah.
None. It was just
Yeah.
nonsense.
Well, and that was why I can't fall asleep with TikTok because I would send random things to random people because I would just be
Oh
tapping
yeah,
the screen.
and then you just like everything, and you're
Oh,
like, I
God.
did not mean to like that.
No, yeah, you
one.
come back and
Ooh.
your feed's like, what is this? Why did I send that to them? Oh my god. Yeah.
Oh God.
Oh dear.
Yeah, I don't do that anymore.
Yeah. No, I don't know. It's like sleep hacks are difficult.
Sleep hacks
'cause
are difficult.
They are.
Sometimes they work, but they don't always work for very long.
I mean, you got like
So,
the
even if-
basic stuff
yeah.
that doesn't work
Sleep
for me.
hygiene.
Sleep hygiene, yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Or like trying to fix your circadian rhythm. Your circadian
Oh, yeah.
rhythm.
I feel like
I think that's bunk.
the intention of trying to do something to help you sleep better
Mhm.
ruins it.
Yeah.
I feel like just having that thought of like, this will make me sleep better, then all of a sudden you're not
Right.
sleeping anymore.
Yeah.
You have to be not thinking about it.
Right. If it's something you like
Like-
integrate without thought.
Yeah.
Mhm.
I have to think about like what are the things that help me sleep and how can I do them before I even lay down?
Mm.
Because
Hmm.
that's the big one for me is like it's because transitions
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
are like that's an active thing for me. That's an active thing in my brain because I have ADHD and transitions are hard. So like going from being like totally up and moving around to be like, okay, it is bedtime now. That's not just one transition.
That's several.
That's like a bajillion transitions
Right.
Mm-hmm.
and tasks all in one. So I try to do a lot of that tasking before I go to lay down.
Yep.
Fair.
So I'll start by like, I'm going to get comfy. So I'm like, I'm going to wear my onesie.
Oh, I see it. Micromanaging.
Yes,
Just, breaking
and
it down
then-
into little tasks.
Right. And then it's like, I need to wind down. So it's like, I'm going to go outside where it's dark. So that's the transition for the lights.
Yeah.
And then I'm going to watch TikTok for a little while so I don't feel like, oh, I need to like, catch up on whatever. So
Yeah.
I can just mess around on my phone. And then I can like transition into the house, darken everything, and start moving that way.
Right, right.
But
right.
it's a lot of like, what do I have to do?
Well, it's also habitual,
be
right?
ready.
Like that's your rhythm.
Yeah. Yeah.
You've developed the ritual.
Right. Because ritual is big.
Right.
I can't routine. There is no routine.
But ritual.
But ritual works.
Yeah.
Because ADHD, I don't know.
No, but
It
that
just-
resonates.
right.
That makes a lot of sense.
Because it's not routine. There is no routine. It's just
No.
ritual.
I
Yeah.
get that. My ritual is to stay awake until I pass out.
Yeah.
I mean, like,
and then hope you stay asleep.
God,
And there's
No
no
joke.
child who's like, Psst, it's
Well,
1 a.m. Let's go watch TV.
oh yeah. So
No.
my biggest problem is 11 or 12 years old now and likes to wake me up at 1 a.m. because it's bored.
It.
She knows what she did.
Damn.
This is an ongoing.
At least it's not an existential political.
Sometimes it is. Sometimes it's Dad. I'm really worried about the world. I'm not allowed to vote. I don't like this proposition. Can you go over it with me?
It's hard, man.
At 1 in the morning. I'm like, dude, I
Damn it.
just fell asleep.
It is hard being 12.
It is.
Like, let's be
I'm not-
She's
I'm
never
not
been
discounting.
12 before.
I will absolutely stay awake and help her. I will sit through it, but I'm trying to sleep. And the other
Well,
one is
once
pizza.
You're awake. You're awake.
Dad, I want pizza. It's 1 a.m.
Yeah, make me pizza.
From scratch.
I just woke up from my
Absolutely
sleep
not.
of the night
Done it?
from 7
done it,
a.m.
dang.
or 7 p.m. and I'm wide awake. Come be wide awake with me because
Yes.
I'm lonely.
Well, yeah, she'll have stuff going on in her world.
Yeah.
And
Do you want to talk about?
she does a
school
lot of
the next
processing
day?
with me, like in that twilight
Yeah.
time.
Well, that's her time with you.
Yeah. But it could have been before that. Like, I was awake.
She's
That would have been a
asleep.
great time. I mean, I
She's
love it.
asleep at
I love
that
spending
point.
time with her,
Yeah.
even if it is at 3 in the morning and I'm making pizza from scratch and she's like giving me shit about not having pink hair.
So
Yep.
why don't you have pink hair? I can help you.
Money.
No, there's that. So is that what we're doing for you for
Yeah.
Christmas? I'll buy you some bleach.
If I
get
could
you
get
some
my pink streak back, I'd be set.
There you go.
the way we look at each other.
Like,
They're like
eh,
Christmas gift.
All right,
oh.
and done.
Great.
Your wish is
Are we going
granted
to
in
Sally's
3 to
after
6
this?
months from now.
Yeah. What's funny is it's kind of become my ritual, so now I wake up automatically
Oh
around 1.
no, because you're waiting for her.
And she'll message me without fail.
That's funny.
But I'll be up, and then I crash afterwards.
Well, then it's good that that's
Yeah.
kind of working, you know.
It is. She's turned it into a ritual.
Yeah.
I'm
A
not
ritual
upset.
against your will.
I'm not actually upset about it. It's just, it's the weirdest thing to be like, oh yeah, I'm spending my quality father-daughter time right now at 3
At 3
a.m.
a.m.
And we're
Yep.
talking about the
Yeah.
weirdest shit.
Yep.
Well, when else are you supposed to talk about?
At 3
weird
a.m.
I know.
Yeah. Oh
Wait.
my
It's a
god.
good time for that.
Yeah.
What about you? Do you have like rituals?
For me, it's usually based off of shoes. Like if I take my shoes
Oh
off,
Yeah.
Oh,
It's
yeah,
huge, dude.
You are.
absolutely game over. If my shoes are on,
Yeah.
you can ask me to do anything under the sun.
Yep.
If they're
Second.
off,
Yep. Yep. Yep.
no.
Yep.
No,
Yep.
Yeah.
that's just done for me.
This is what
That's
I was
fair.
trying to explain to the pain psych, where she was like, why can't you have like mini crashes throughout the day? And I'm like, I literally can't. It's like going home and taking your bra off.
Mhm.
I can't take my bra off several times a day.
I can.
That's not possible. We
I
can't
take
do
my
the-
bra off all the time. Whenever I can,
I was
honestly.
about to overshare.
that
Whenever
same-
I was about to overshare. I was about to be like, I
like,
haven't worn a bra in
I-
years, bro. Unless it's the gym. Like,
Bro, me
but,
too.
like-
I can't get Jen to prescribe to this though. I'm like, you don't need a bra.
I have actually influenced a lot of women in my life.
Have you?
Yeah. Oh yeah. Because it's so much better on this side. Yeah.
Well, and like that's not like the problem. It's just that like
but complete
the
us.
signal.
I
It's
love
not
that.
signal that
actually
you're
bras.
done. Yeah.
Right. It's
Yeah.
the,
It's just
It's
the
whatever
signal to
that
your
is.
brain that
Mhm.
says we're finished. We have no more obligation.
Yep.
Nobody else is going to ask me to do shit. I can
Mhm.
actually wind down and start the crash process.
Mhm.
It, in getting
But
into
if,
comfy
like-
clothing is
Yeah.
huge.
But if I'm
Yeah.
at work,
Yeah.
how?
Yeah.
Dude? How?
Mhm.
Because I
Literally.
know the minute I'm finished with my like relaxation moment,
Mhm.
there's a child waiting for me or a crisis outside.
And like you can't
Yeah.
relax when you know that.
that stuff is coming still.
yeah, I feel like
Mhm.
that's why
There's
there's,
a
no true
docket.
relaxation during like the work week.
Yeah.
Even
Yeah.
if it is like Tuesday night, Wednesday is still coming.
There's
Mhm.
a docket, dude. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like the list of things you have to do until you can actually rest.
Mm-hmm.
You see, I kind of use that to my advantage.
Really?
Yeah, so I do, well, as you and, not Chris know, I do a very physical job.
Yeah.
And normally in the morning, we'll load up the trucks before going to run the route. And then the route will suck. So I'll have socks and tight sneakers on and shit like that. And I'll walk through yards that are soaking wet because they like to turn their sprinklers on when I'm changing out their tanks for some reason.
Fun.
And
Any excuse to get
And
you
my
wet,
body-
baby.
yeah.
yeah, and then my legs and feet will be so tired and like in pain when I'm like when I return to the shop. But then I'll change into like some slippers, and then my body and that nerve in my mind will
Yeah.
just relax.
Yep.
Yeah.
And it will allow me to keep working and like kind of like fight through that pain and like condition myself through that.
Interesting.
Oh, okay.
Yep. And I also have like house shoes, where it's like shoes that I will specifically
Yeah.
wear
Oh,
around
okay.
the house.
Same.
That's funny.
Literally,
Because
like,
if
I
I-
have like my house slippers but they're like tight enough to where I can get up and go do shit.
Yeah.
But if I take them off, I'm like, nah, don't even fucking talk to me.
Yeah, and it's
Straight up.
nearly impossible for me to start my day if I don't put shoes on.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
Like,
see, I'm the like.
Waking
Yeah.
up and being like, I'm barefoot means I'm gonna go upstairs, get food, and then come back and lay back
Right.
in bed.
Oh, that's funny.
Straight up.
For me,
I'm
it's
wearing
a
shoes
shower.
right now.
Yeah.
If
Hell
I haven't
yeah.
showered, my day has not started.
If I haven't flossed and brushed my teeth, what day?
yeah,
Exactly.
We're not
That's it.
starting the
And
day.
then doing my hair sometimes can be the before that. Like I need to do something to gain the
Oh yeah, the
energy
admin
and
access.
motivation. Yeah,
Yeah.
to like actually be able to then. So if I, and some days I just can't,
Mhm.
and then that whole day I'm just sitting there. Like,
Right.
Well,
I wish I could do stuff, but,
to
my
answer
brain
your
said no.
relaxation trigger question, I am really big on lighting.
Mhm.
I have a bunch of lighting presets on like our Philips Hue bulbs and everything,
Oh,
and I
nice.
cannot relax if there is overhead lighting on, or if the lighting is like a soft white. It has to be like deep orange or purple,
Like
or
if
like
This is
this
what
was
you're
the
rocking
only
to.
light.
that would
Yeah.
still be too much.
Too much.
Oh,
You
okay.
see,
That
you
would
like a
still
darker.
be too much. I need to like I
Like
turn it to
amber.
like 10%
Oh, okay.
brightness.
Oh, I
yeah.
love that actually.
Yeah.
And like sometimes I'll light a candle if it's more of like an active relaxation, not like a totally time to go to bed relaxation.
Yeah,
Yeah.
And then there's the like next phase, which is like all of the like salt lamp and everything has to be off, and then just lights in the bedroom, and then dim those to
Curtains.
1%, and then turn those off.
Nice. So you
Yeah.
ramp it down
So
throughout.
yeah,
the
and
evening.
lighting is like the biggest thing for me, and that is something that is supported through like circadian
Yep.
rhythm and everything like that.
Yeah.
And making sure that you lower the lights as
Mhm.
nature lowers them.
Yeah.
kinda.
Yeah.
But it is hard too with the time changes as well. That
Yes.
like I think that's a factor as why I've been going to bed at like 7. Even like
Mhm.
I'm on vacation, but
Yeah,
also
because you're like, it's dark.
it's getting
Good
dark.
night.
I was
Yeah.
doing that for a while too. Like as soon as it was dark, my body was like, "You're done."
Yeah.
Oh, see, I just
It's
get
hard.
mad. I just get sad. I'm like, the day is not over, and now it's dark, and now I'm
Yeah.
sad, and I'm upset about it because now I have 2 more hours to live.
Yeah, but you don't have
Before
to
I can
wake
go
up
to
at
bed.
3 a.m.
Well, I have to go to work.
You do.
You can
Yeah.
go back to sleep after your 3 a.m. party.
No, I have to wake up again to get her ready for school. I have to fight
That's
her to get ready for
fair.
school
Yeah.
because she
No.
stayed up all night.
The other thing is, like I said at break, like getting sunlight during the day
Yes.
Mm.
can be so beneficial in like
Mhm.
adjusting your circadian rhythm
Mhm.
and like teaching your body, well, and giving you that vitamin D, and
Yeah.
it just helps you to regulate
Well, since
your sleep cycle.
when we first started the podcast and we would take breaks and go outside,
Yeah.
that made a huge difference for me.
Yes.
Just like in the beginning, it was like, oh
Yeah.
wow,
Mhm.
I'm a human.
Yeah. Just get outside. If
Mhm.
you can, get outside. And yeah, get some sunlight during the day. But then I also go outside at night because, first of all, I smoke cigarettes, so
She commits little sins.
Little things.
My bad life choices right there.
Just the way she presents it, she's like, oh, I'm gonna go make bad life
No.
choices.
Yeah. I'm going to go commit a little fraud right now.
A little fraud.
Okay, bye.
Just a
A
little
little
bit.
fraud
Just a
against
little fraud.
Whole Foods.
Whole
We're mad at
Foods,
Whole
we're
Foods
coming
today.
for you, bro.
Allegedly.
Yeah.
Allegedly.
All alleged.
In
For legal
Minecraft.
reasons, this is like a joke.
This
It's
is
like
like
a
a
joke.
It's
joke.
like a joke.
Like, it's a riddle.
Next scene, like we just
Mm-hmm.
cut to us with groceries everywhere. Like, what happened? Nothing.
Nothing
Nothing.
happened.
I swear though,
Allegedly.
like that's where we're gonna be soon with the
Allegedly.
economy and everything. It's like people are just gonna have to be stealing their food because who can afford it anymore?
Yep.
That's a whole different.
Especially from Whole Foods.
topic.
Goddamn.
Right.
I know.
Whole
literally.
paycheck.
Not Whole Foods. You buy like one banana and there's $80. Like,
Right? Yeah.
better be a
Uh,
good ass banana.
Yeah, right.
Shopping is scary.
So fucking scary.
Yeah.
But yeah. No, and I think that for everybody it's going to be different. So I think
To find your.
we
your
also
thing.
have to like take some of the shame out from the like sleep hygiene,
Mm-hmm.
because that's all doctors are going to tell you is like adjust your sleep hygiene, fix your sleep hygiene. But everybody is individual, and what is like safe and comfortable for you
Yeah.
might be different from like the recommended thing to do.
Oh, absolutely.
Like some people feel safer going to sleep with the TV on and letting it time out. That's just, it's everybody's different.
And listening to yourself and learning how to listen to yourself.
Yes.
I feel like
Yeah.
are the biggest things that like will ever help you in anything, really. But,
Right.
like,
in
sleep
life
as
in
well.
general. Once you
Yeah.
can.
Like actually listen to like, oh, I did sleep better when I did XYZ.
Mhm.
Right.
And communicate with your sleep partners on temperature because, good lord,
Ah,
it's important.
he knows we live in the tundra. Tundra.
What do you mean?
The end.
I love the tundra.
Only tundra.
I
Only
like when
tundra.
it's 72 degrees.
You are a disgusting
What
piece
the
of filth.
hell is
Get out of my
wrong with
house.
you? Do you sleep in like 6 layers?
Yes.
Actually,
But why?
I'm not against it. The
No,
only
I love it.
problem I
That's
have
about
is
where I
that
sit.
he becomes a heater.
Yeah.
And then
You
he's
bake?
like 200 degrees. And
Oh
I'm-
no, no. 72 is not
Chilling.
that warm.
My
I like.
girlfriend
I'm
calls
sitting
it a
at
human
60
furnace.
normally, but
Yep.
72 isn't that bad.
72 is kind of nice.
Okay, if it's like the house is cooling to 72, I'm fine.
And if you have a fan, like if the air is moving,
yeah.
Oh god,
72
the
is
air
not
is
bad.
my
moving, that's okay.
favorite. I call
No,
it
I'm
like
sorry. My room's always at 30
68.
degrees.
okay, but like I call it like
Yeah.
a hot fudge sundae kind of temperatures where, hear me out, you have like a really hot temperature, like a heated blanket, and then like a window next to you is open and it's like negative 10 degrees outside. That is the best.
Yeah.
Where like
Yeah.
you have the cold air blowing on you
So
and
you
at
like
the same time that
camping.
you have like warm. Yeah,
Yeah, she does
basically.
like camping.
She's
And
like,
I
I
will
will sleep
they
in the
love
woods.
camping.
If
Yeah.
it's like 20 degrees outside, I will drive with my window down, like just
Oh, yeah.
a little bit, and
Yeah.
then I will also have the heat
heater
blowing
on.
on my
Yep.
feet.
on
and
my
it is
feet.
so
If the air is
good.
hot, I can't breathe. I feel
Mm.
smothered if the air is hot.
On your
so
face.
I don't like having the heat like pouring into the room at night.
Yeah.
So we only heat to 68. We cool to 72.
Mm.
So in that zone is okay. But if it's heating to 72, I would end myself right then and there.
I
I
will
get
still
that.
enjoy that, but I will still like to crack open a window.
I live in 60. I'm always at
Like-
60. I don't know.
That's
All the rooms I habitate,
Yeah.
60.
It also depends on how, like, what the temperature outside is. Because my body
Mhm.
is weird about context. So
Yeah.
if I
Like if it's
walk
really
in-
cold outside,
yes,
it's okay
then
to
it's
have.
okay to have it warmer indoors.
Yeah.
Mhm.
But if it's cold outside and cold inside, my body doesn't know what to do, and now I'm cold and hot, and I don't know. Like,
Yeah.
Yep.
it's bath time because I can't figure it out.
Right. You have to reset.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Here's a question. Do you do the hard reset with the bath?
No.
No?
Like when you're
You don't get like
um,
temperature confused and have to like burn yourself, like immolate yourself, and then come out
Nope.
and be fine.
I enjoy
No,
dry
my
heat.
body's always hot.
Oh, see, I get like
Yeah.
I'm hot and I'm cold and my body can't
Yeah.
figure it out, and I have like POTS symptoms going crazy
Yeah.
and MCAS insanity, and then I'm like I can't regulate, so we're getting in the bath that's probably way too hot.
Way hot.
We're
Yeah.
gonna pass out a little bit,
And then come
and
out.
then we're gonna come out, cool down naturally, and then I'm okay
I
again.
haven't done that intentionally, but I've done that
See?
without knowing that's
we
what
don't
I'm doing.
Yeah.
exactly. we
Like,
don't do it intentionally, but
I never
then we
would have thought like
discovered
that's what that was. But
Yeah.
yeah.
it's a hard reset.
Yeah.
It's so weird. I
I've
don't
done it
know
this
why
week.
it works.
I
and
don't
it
do it like
works.
with the
Yeah.
bath so much. It's just like a really hot shower.
Yeah.
But
As
the
long as
shower
you're.
has to be
Works, too.
so hot that like the
I don't like
steam around me is
standing.
also really
Yes.
hot.
Yeah.
Oh, I
yeah.
will sit down in the shower.
Oh,
I'm just
okay.
too lazy to fill the
I'm
tub.
like, I will fill the tub before I'll like.
I
take
will
that
sit down
shower.
in the shower.
Because
and
otherwise
have it
I'll
just, like-
faint.
Yeah.
Mm.
I just faint over and over, which is why the bath is okay
Mhm.
because I can sit in the bath and just like nod in and out.
I definitely notice if I'm sitting down in the shower and then I go to stand up, I have the worst.
Oh,
blackouts,
yes,
like
absolutely.
the worst.
Well, it's because like you're
Everything's
all of your-
expanded.
Yeah.
Yeah.
dilated. That's what I
So
was trying
then
to say.
there's
Yeah, yeah.
no.
No pressure, no
Your
blood.
Blood
pressure.
vessels
Yeah.
Just-
dilate, and then all of your blood sinks.
That explains everything.
Yeah.
So in the heat, we actually have a harder time just due to the POTS.
Yeah, I used to
because-
struggle a lot.
Yeah.
Like in growing up in California where it was really hot
Heat
in the summertime.
intolerance.
Like I had the hardest time.
Oh,
Yeah.
I get that. Like I grew up in Deming for years.
Heat intolerance.
And
sucks.
oh god, we're talking no AC in the house, no fans in the house, and it's like 102 degrees outside, and it's like 90 inside, and you're
Felt
like,
that.
yeah,
Yeah, we had summers without AC. We didn't have money to run the AC
Right.
most of the time, and like I would just always be swollen, like my
Uh-huh.
like my feet,
Like-
my legs,
and do you get
and
like
my arms, and
your
my
Yeah.
your hands and your feet burn?
Not so much.
Oh, I get that all the time. Especially like last night I was walking the dogs in the cold and my body didn't know how to regulate the like movement
and then the
with the
tingle.
cold, and so
Yeah.
my hands got really inflamed and
Yeah.
really hot. Cuz all the blood was like
That happens with my
fingers.
ears.
But
Yeah, I
in the
don't
hot-
know.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Karina will burn her ears off.
Yes.
It'll be funny.
Yeah.
She'll sit here and be like, "Are my ears red?" And then
And they're
like
like,
literally radiating
"Flushing."
heat.
Yeah.
They're red hot.
Yeah. I have coals attached to the side of my head.
Mhm.
But yeah, there's a lot of challenges to sleep. But there's also a lot of like experimentation that you as an individual can do
Yeah.
to kind of see what you can do to help regulate your sleep a little bit better so that you can recover some spoons hopefully ever.
Yeah. Like
Right.
poor Ruth hasn't been getting sleep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, and she's like me. It's like if I exhaust, then I can't do anything.
Right.
That's it. It's over. The
Yeah.
week has ended.
And also, caffeine before bed.
That one helps too.
Somewhat
Yeah.
a
That
good
would help
idea
so much.
sometimes.
It depends on the
I will fall
timing.
asleep drinking coffee, and that's part of the I have to finish drinking this before I fall asleep.
Oh,
But Also,
Exactly.
the caffeine
Yep.
can like
Mhm.
it depends.
Yeah.
Caffeine naps.
There's a perfect low end window for me where it's just like
Yes.
2 sips of coffee before
And then
bed,
you're good.
and I'm good.
Yeah.
Any more, and I'm wired. and I
Right,
can't
right.
sleep.
Yeah.
No, I'm the same.
Sometimes
Like,
it's more like if I had like 2 or 3 like lattes, for
Mhm.
example, or like energy drinks,
Mm.
then I'm like, goodbye,
Yeah.
good night, I'm
Sleepy
done.
time.
But if I have like one or like half of one, then
Yeah.
I'm like,
I just love that we're all in agreement. Caffeine before.
Yeah.
Because, like,
Mhm. Caffeine
one of the
naps
things
are
that they'll
great.
push on you when you do or the
Yeah,
hygiene.
cutting out caffeine.
No caffeine before bed.
Yeah.
No caffeine at all. Like, no.
I need
Excuse
caffeine.
you?
Have you met human beings?
Yeah.
I need
We're
caffeine.
tired.
Yes. You want to do
Sleep,
the thing? Caffeine.
Please. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I need
Because
caffeine
being awake
for
is
both.
hard.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I
Find
need
your
caffeine
caffeine
to
window.
Exactly.
stay
Whether
awake
it's a
and
little
go to
or
sleep.
more than
Yeah.
you'd think.
Yeah.
Same thing with like
Another thing,
Adderall.
though-
Uh-huh.
Adderall puts me to sleep.
Sometimes, yes.
I have to. It's weird. It's like I'll take my Concerta, and there's a window where I have to take a nap, and then when I wake up, I'm fine.
And then you're ready to go.
Right. It's like a 1 hour nap, and then I'm ready for the day.
Nice.
It's weird.
Yeah.
A 1 hour reset.
That was one of
Yeah.
the nice things when I would fall asleep on Cymbalta. I would have like one big deep breath, and it's just like, oh, I'm falling asleep, and I'm unconscious. That was really nice.
Right.
If it ever came at all.
If it worked, right.
Yeah.
If my mirtazepine works, that's how it is.
Mhm.
Actually, my mirtazepine is more like blacking out, and you don't know when. On
Oh,
the
yeah, you
timeline
said
you fell
it's-
asleep.
Oh no.
Because I'll be like, I eat before bed because it's part of my ritual. And I'm sorry, but I'm not sorry. I don't care. So I have like Mike and Ike's and Cheez-Its, and
Oh,
that's
love
that's
that.
the thing that I'm doing. And the the Cheez-Its are on the bed, like by my legs. And then sometimes I had to
You
learn
make
to move them
piles.
over. To move them over because I was dumping the Cheez-Its on the floor, and that would wake me up in the middle of the night, being like, "What the fuck is that?" But it's so. If the mirtazepine works, it's
works.
like you're
Yeah.
chewing a bite and then you're unconscious.
That's
Yeah.
crazy.
But sometimes it works and sometimes
Yeah.
it doesn't.
My night meds work that way.
Yeah.
Where it's like I have a window. If I take, like, I can take
Yeah.
everything at 6 and be fine.
Mhm.
But if I take it like at 9, and then there's
Yeah.
like a window where if I just lay down, I'm out,
Yeah.
and then I'm out for the night.
Yep.
But I like taking my meds early because they make me not feel like shit.
Oh.
So it's like if I could take them and
You
sleep,
should
or I could
just
take
take-
them and not. Well, no,
Take them in
because
separate.
it's even the like blood pressure medications I have to take for
Yeah.
the night terrors
Yeah.
and for the PTSD.
Yeah.
They're what help me sleep because they lower my blood pressure.
Oh, okay.
But they also make me not feel like shit.
Oh,
So like in
okay.
the evening, instead of taking like pain meds, I can sometimes get away with just taking my night meds,
Gotcha. Okay.
and it's a whole thing.
I thought it was
And
like
then is there
different
kind of
medication.
No,
that,
no.
that
Separate.
same kind of going like full circle to the revenge not sleeping,
Yeah.
where you're like, I feel good now. Now I don't want to sleep.
Yes.
Exactly.
Intensely
Oh my
stay
god.
awake, yeah.
Like if I come home medicated, that's what happened last night. I medicated because I was feeling just awful because
Yeah.
sitting hurts really bad. And I walked in and I was like, I'm medicated and I feel great. I'm gonna take the dogs for a walk.
Right. You want
And
to
I
do
leashed
things.
up
Take advantage
all
of
3
it.
dogs and took all 3 dogs for a walk.
Yeah. I do that. I take my kids for a walk. but not really.
Do you leash them up?
Yeah, that was the next question.
No, I just that's the time that they get to hang out when
Yeah.
when I'm like, okay, I'm good, I'm in balance.
Right.
Let's hang out and do
I feel
stuff now.
good. Yeah. No, for sure. You want to call it?
Yeah, we can call it.
Okay.
I don't want to like stop though. I want to
I
keep
did
going.
have one
but-
more point
Did
though.
you?
About,
Oh,
like,
yeah.
Keep going.
like helpful things with sleep. I noticed having a routine where I would go to the gym like 3 to 4 times a week
Mhm.
really helps. Like just having something that you do that helps to give you energy
Yeah.
can help regulate your energy. So that
Exactly,
you're not
yeah.
sitting
Yes.
there at like midnight like I am so wide awake right now.
Right.
Yeah.
No, that's really
So
good.
that was my only other addition was like
when we were exercising,
Yeah,
that helped
exactly.
a lot.
Mhm.
Yep. I think it depends too on like what time you do it.
Mm.
'Cause
I like
there's like
doing it in
that
the evening.
window of like, yeah, but like if you do too late, then you're wired.
Oh, yeah,
right
yeah.
after.
You
You
got
have all
the
that
buzz.
you
blood
have to,
flow
like,
and
Yeah.
you're like
Move
I can
it
do shit.
places. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I went tacky last night after I walked the dogs.
Did you?
I did. I went all the way up to like 145.
Whoa.
Because I came home and you know how like my heart rate makes no sense.
Yeah, yeah.
And so as soon as I stopped and everything was good and golden,
Then your heart went. Whoop.
I was at home and fine. Then my heart rate was like spike, and I was like, "Oh."
Her
my
body's
God.
on like a delay,
Yeah.
Mhm.
so she'll do the exercise, be fine, and then sit down, and then it just skyrockets.
Yep.
Yep, that was my
Man.
problem at Vasa when
Yep.
we had the heart rate monitors.
Yeah.
You'd be like, you're not even trying. And
Like,
I'm just like,
I am trying.
Yeah. But
you
it's
get
when
home
you
and then all of a
stop.
sudden you just
Your heart's like, wait a minute, we did
Oh
exercise.
my God! You needed blood.
I should do things now.
Yeah.
Yes.
Gotta love bodies.
You're
Mm-hmm.
stupid.
Yeah.
Or you don't.
Done.
Or you hate them.
I don't like them. I think
Debone me, please.
it's a bad design.
I don't want the
Pretty bad.
bones.
I don't want the bones. Keep
It's
the
okay.
bones
One day we
out
won't have
of
meat
me.
suits.
That's true.
One day.
One day.
Over the rainbow.
Death kind of sounds sweet. I'm not gonna lie, but don't do it.
No, you have to wait for it
It's
to
like
come
the,
to-
don't do drugs.
Don't do
They're
drugs.
totally make
Don't
you
do
happy. and
drugs.
Don't do drugs though.
Why not?
I don't know how
I
it
remember-
goes.
I
It'll
I
make you
love
feel
it.
good
So
in the
funny.
worst of
I
ways.
remember in my health class I had to do a presentation on acid.
Oh my God.
and
my
then
God.
at the end they were like, tell us why you won't do it. And by the end of it, I was like, actually,
I might just
I
do
might just do
acid.
I
acid
did
now.
research, and now I
Yeah.
think I like this. Yeah.
Yeah. I think we're good.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah, yeah.
Okay. All right, my friends. Thank you guys for coming and
Of
chatting with
course.
us. It was really
Yeah.
fun. Thank
Thanks
you,
for having us.
Yeti, for hanging out.
No problem.
We appreciate you.
We do. I love you, Yeti. You're the
Yeah.
best.
And thank
I
you
love too,
guys
Chris.
Aw.
for hanging out and coming along on this wandering little journey of ours. It was really fun, actually.
Yeah, you got to see Couch 2.0.
Yes. Couch
Couch.
time. The best time. Yeah.
To wear a striped sweater.
Yes.
All right.
None of us are wearing a striped
Anyway.
sweater.
It's like none of us.
We're all
are.
failing.
It's meltdown time, so we're gonna call it. But this has been really fun, and I hope you found some value or some humor in coming along with us.
Relatable content, maybe?
Yeah, and if not, tell us why below. I don't know.
Yeah, no, comment.
Leave
Tell us
a
about your
comment.
not sleeping.
Yes,
Yeah.
we want to know.
We do.
Comment at 3 in the morning, please.
Yes.
Wake me up. Make
Inside.
sure at me at every
On Discord.
Yes. Make sure that
Join
I
the
wake up.
Discord and then at.
At
Great.
not Karina. That's me.
Yes, and I'm not Chris,
And I'm not Karina.
And I'm not asleep right now.
and
Oh.
I'm tired.
All right, guys.
Fantastic. All right. You know how it goes. Be kind to you, be kind to others, and we will see you in the next one.
Bye.
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 And then we do something zany and weird for Patreon.
Whoa.
Whoa. That was that. There you
Was
go,
that
Patreon.
zany and weird enough for you?
I like that we all went there